back to college, have a full-time job, and am in a happy, healthy relationship. Thank you so much for helping me get through it. Love you, Has. Love you, chat. Poop. How has it been 6 months? WTF, Hasan has hung.
Waiting for Hasan. Gonna go watch some videos. And just do a lot of commentary on his stream. It's all a meme. So now what are we waiting for? Waiting for Hasan. What will he do when he's live? Open up the casino, let the gambler in. It's time to sit. I bet we're gonna be sitting here waiting for Hasan. I used to come here for politics. Now I watch him game and yell at great names all day. God, how long have I been sitting here waiting for Hasan? Waiting for Hasan. Waiting for Hasan. Waiting for Hasan.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, a fantastic afternoon, fantastic pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the HasanAbi broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles, folks. We are live and alive, and I hope all the boys, I hope all the girls, and I hope all the NBs are having a fantastic one.
Hey chat, love you guys.
Because
so happy I joined this community.
it is Wednesday, October 27, 2021, and it's a beautiful 73-degree and sunny day here in Los Angeles, California, and I know I am having a good one today. So I hope you are as well. This is the part of the broadcast where I tell you a little bit about my personal news and what's going on and the comings and goings of my life. And let me tell you something, folks. I'm an old man. Miskiv is out here in California. I believe Austin is here for a little bit too. And my friend Felix is here as well, even though he's leaving. And last night after I ended the stream to hang out with my brother, Murat, for those of you who know, last night I did that. And you know, hung out with him a little bit, right? Played a little bit of Metroid. Killed an Emmy in the Metroid saga, and the fucking game is really good. Honestly, it's really, really good. I was supposed to hang out with them, and I literally was just like, dude, I can't fucking do this without us. Yes, shut up, guys. Come on. Yeah, without you guys. Yeah, I play video games without you guys watching because
hassle,
you know,
hassle.
It is what it is. Anyway, so my back's been feeling pretty good.
9 months.
So that's good. Anyway, last night I was supposed to hang out with them for a little bit, and like I literally was just like, I was too tired. Went to sleep by 11. Awesome. Straight up. I'm back to working out, yeah. And, you know, I did hinges yesterday, which was pretty cool. I did some hinge moves for the first time. But I went to sleep at 11. I was like, I'm too fucking tired. Like, I can't hang out. I'm sorry. I straight up can't hang. Did you see the thread from a former sex worker on the H3 subreddit criticizing your comments on sex work? Lol. I did not. But that's not surprising. But that's also not even the last episode. I thought that was the episode before the last episode. So I did not see that, but we can look at it.
10 months.
Anyway, so yeah, I went to bed at 11, woke up this morning, picked up Felix, shot a fucking fire episode of Fear and Malding. Will was not around. He's doing some fucking super cool thing that I can't tell you about. But,
Poggers.
You know, so I had, not XQC, no, Felix Biederman of Chavo Trap House be my guest host. Did you see Pokimane's announcement? No, I did not. What is that? Pokimane leads RTS as a co-founder and chief creative officer, RTS. Pokimane is doing a talent management company. Oh boy. Oh brother. What I fucking don't even know anything. I was literally in a hyperbaric podcast chamber this morning.
Yeah, wide people happy.
So I have not seen this. But we'll take a look at this.
Thanks
yeah.
for the streams. I used to be a dumb shut, but you've helped cure my hog brain.
She says the biggest announcement of her career. Pokimane started a company that will help you get sponsors, manage your health, and do your taxes. I mean, that seems like a good thing. I think. Who knows? We'll see. It's like partner with Riot and Sony. Crazy. Wait, what? Okay, well we'll look at that in a second. There's no fucking controversy unless, I mean, I'm sure there's no controversy yet. And what I mean by that is like when Pokimane does some shit, just like when Valkyrie does some shit, like there's gonna be controversy inevitably. Dude, stop sending me your link about fucking like Tinder and polygamy, Jordan Peterson being a fucking incel. Okay, we'll watch it. Just, I got it. I clicked on it. Okay. Anyway, are there any scientific studies to back up their claim that their talent has to be managed? What? Anyway,
hello chat hassle.
But yeah, that's it. That's it for personal news. People are papaying because of the way people are spinning her agency.
Just got to
I want to see what the fuck's going on. Obviously, today we're going to talk about the billionaire tax and news, but I guess before we do that, I kind of want to see what the deal is with the Pokimane announcement. So we can get started on that. What is it? Is she like still talking about it and stuff or what? Let's see.
Embarrassing stories about second grade.
Uh-huh.
One time in the second grade, my teacher,
from the Midwest.
I had a Homer Simpson's watch that I got from Burger King the night before, which was...
Okay, they're not doing that. Okay. Does anyone have clips of the announcement? Is it like on LSF or some shit? Did you watch the Dune lore video I sent you? If not, it's all good. No, I did not watch the Dune lore video you sent me, man. Anyway, Pokimane's announcement. Damn. Is there like a video on it? Macy's with a playlist too. Democrats are proposing a billionaire tax. We're going to talk about all that. Here, let's just quickly. There's not much going on in my life, so I'm just going to fucking blast off. I might have a special guest come over later today. I'm trying to do more like guest stuff. You know what I mean? Haven't really fully figured out. And the billionaire already being yeeted. Pokimane made an announcement. By millionaire politicians. Shocking. And more. Get in now. www.twitch.tv/HasanAbi. Oh fuck, I forgot to attach a fucking I don't give a shit. The sex worker was actually praising you for your comments on the podcast. I'm a former sex worker and almost all my friends are as well. Hasan was speaking facts on leftovers this weekend. And for them to have a huge platform and finally be saying what we've been all trying to say about how harmful Sesta is and how shutting down Backpage. Wait, what? I thought you guys said the sex worker was shitting on me.
Sorry, I can't keep up the constant subbing, even with my Prime.
A lot of people from an entrepreneurship company called Endeavor. I don't think that's an entrepreneurship company. It's probably William Morris Endeavor, right? Anyway, ampersand, thank you for the 10 gifted.
Gaming when?
Poki launching an agency to help creators avoiding bad brand deals a week after Ray's falls from grace is just the perfect coincidence we needed right now. Ray's about to be the first client. God damn, this one was shitting on you. An open letter to Ethan Hasan regarding sex work. Okay, we'll look at this, the one that's shitting on me. But yeah, I think I saw this one. I'm a former sex worker. I have a really good friend who passed away a few weeks ago, and Backpage shutting down ruined their business and livelihood. I am pretty sure that if Backpage didn't shut down due to neoliberal and GOP bipartisanship, my friend would be alive right now. The sad thing is, they're not the only person that I know that's been directly affected by it. The truth is, consensual sex work is everywhere, even in places you don't think. Like Ethan said, whether you agree with it or not, it's a fact of life and it'll always be there.
16 months too many. Here's to another
16 The
16
best thing we can
more.
do in society is harm reduction, decriminalizing sex work, providing free and confidential STI testing, condoms, and healthcare for all. Great discussion, and I'm glad I resubscribed to get my episodes earlier. Also, I know there are different options on opinions on here, and that's okay, but I will not discuss my friend's death or argue in the comments. This is not in any way to defend Backpage as a website as well as non-consensual sex work. You need to realize that a lot of people using the website didn't know about any of the goings on of the website, nor do they care. Not everyone lives in a bubble where they have tools to find all this information out. There's a difference between you sitting on a computer Googling this and the people who are actually out in the street. Some of you are being mad triggering about my friend's death. I'm going to step away from Reddit. Of course, dude. Of course, the fucking weirdos that like get to that will then turn this into... Yes. I wouldn't even use non-consensual sex work if we're being honest.
Yo has buffed my keef yo.
That one is from 2 days ago. Okay. Well, regardless, I mean, I saw the other one. Hold on. What is this? An open letter to Ethan and Hasan regarding sex work from a former sex worker. My background: 1921 sugar daddy who groomed and scouted me as a bartender. Okay, but like that's if you're getting groomed by a sugar daddy, then it's not consensual. Like that's the difference. You know what I mean? Like you were okay. Yeah, I wouldn't even use non-consensual sex work. I wouldn't use sex work when describing non-consensual acts because that's not sex work. That's sex trafficking. It's entirely different and it's fucking terrible.
Had to call the fire department
at work as a bartender. Yup, I couldn't drink, but I could serve drinks in my booty shorts. I went on to sell photos, videos to him, and eventually was convinced to sleep with him and his friend for rent money. A lot of his other sugar babies encouraged me to become a sex worker, showing how normalized this grooming is in our society. Okay, this is like whenever there's like a hot button volatile subject to discuss, there are always going to be different opinions on the subject matter, okay? And because it's something that most people don't even fucking want to discuss or find to be icky, like sex work, and the only voices that are elevated are those who are oftentimes anti-sex work, you will see this all the time. Like it's like when fucking Muslims, when like ex-Muslims that would perpetuate Islamophobia in the media, you know what I mean? And there was a whole bunch of them. Not saying that this person is like wrong for having these points of view, or not even saying that like their point of view is completely incorrect. Because yes, a lot of fucked up shit does happen. And yes, because it's about, especially when the subject matter revolves around sex, then there is an additional amount of harm that you can lay on people and traumatize people. Okay? How women can contribute to grooming as well. I don't think I would have ever done this if people didn't tell me, make it seem so normal to do it today. Wait, what? But like attacking the normalization of sex work is, again, you're just fucking anti-sex work. You're a former sex worker who is now a swerve, using anecdotes and also justifying anti-sex work behavior because you're tackling the problem by saying, like I think that like you shouldn't normalize sex work. No, if you normalize sex work, then the motherfuckers that are doing grooming and shit like that can absolutely get called out for it. And if they're doing something illegal, go to fucking jail.
Happy to be here.
Anyway. I was able to get a good degree and move on in my life, take care of myself fully, but at what cost? Like, so the thing that fucking like upsets me, the thing that fucking upsets me about these sorts of conversations is that oftentimes it revolves around like, you know, oh well, I did sex work and now my life is ruined and I hated like, you know, and that is making me have like a negative point of view. And I'm always like, well, that's the point. Like if there was normalization around sex work, then your life wouldn't necessarily be ruined when you actually did do sex work. And you wouldn't have to use like these weird back channel ways of communicating with other sex workers and doing your fucking business in the dark. If it was decriminalized, you'd be able to do it. If it was normalized, you'd be able to do it and then become a fucking accountant. You know what I mean? And sex trafficking is a real thing. Okay? Of course it's a real thing. But that's not sex work. That's sex trafficking. That is a criminal and immoral act. The problem that she has here is the coercion into going into sex work rather than like anything else. And she is using that coercion into and using that coercion in her own personal experience and her anecdotes as representative of the entirety of the industry or entirety of like sex work in general. I made choices I'm not proud of when I was a grown adult because of sex workers should go to jail. Anyway. You can Google any job plus ruin my life and find somebody who had a bad time. That doesn't mean we should outlaw the industry, fix the issues instead. I mean, that's what I say. Yeah. Everyone that downvotes me in other threads by saying I'm hurting sex workers, calmly stop and listen to the voice of actual women who've left the industry. Yeah, just only listen to the voices of the women who left the industry, not the women who are still doing it. Yeah. Many former actresses, OnlyFanners, and even sugar babies are often shamed and silenced for speaking out. If we really want to remove stigma around sex work, we need to actually listen to the sex workers. Listen to what sex workers are asking for. No. Sex workers want to remove the stigma around sex work. And if your voice is one that you're using to literally add additional stigma to sex work, you yourself are fucking yourself over, okay? It's such a strange thing to do. Sex work is real work might be the most insidious catchphrase liberal feminism has come up with. First of all, it's not fucking liberal feminism. And that's coming from a registered Democrat who identifies as a proud feminist. Like, this is illegal. Like, you're just like describing illegal shit. It's like saying commodity production should not happen at all. We should abolish commodity production because like slave labor still exists. You know what I mean? And that's not like, if your overall output is not bad and it can be done in a different way, then why the fuck wouldn't you try to literally address the issues and tackle those issues and also combat crime and the general harm that it does? Ridiculously hard to find a good talent agency on your own, especially if you're a smaller content creator, not to mention the lack of reputation and knowledge on a lot of the firms out there. This is amazing for the streaming space with so many veterans on the team who know what they're dealing with. I don't know how many times I got emailed to join some random agency and tried to look them up only to find little to no relevant info and a bunch of names I didn't recognize. Makes you feel super wary. Proud of Imane. Damn, Doo Doo Daff is on team RTS. I'm on team RTS.
The former Prime Minister of Poland, Miller, just followed me on Twitter, lmao.
Yeah, like the best way to address the issues that exist within the sex worker space is by first normalizing it so that a pathway to decriminalization can exist. Anyway, this is like that Tory yesterday that saw evidence that something can be done differently and better and refused to see it as a viable option, just turning a blind eye because it doesn't match personal biases. Yeah. And purchasing consent is not consent, and by conflating that with sex workers' real work, we actually erase the lived experiences of sex workers. 99% of sex buyers are male. What? 99% of sex buyers are male. 90% of sex sellers are female. The remaining are trans individuals, gay men, and children. What the fuck, dude? This is like, this is deranged, dude. But that is not reality. The reality is that sex worker is a violent industry.
3 trimester.
Yeah, no shot, dude. This is like, just because someone bought sex does not mean the sex worker fully consents. It's if they have a child to feed or a bill to pay, they will say yes. It's called circumstantial consent. It's not real, true, enthusiastic consent. Yes, there is consent and then there's enthusiastic consent. But all work under capitalism is coercive. Literally all work under capitalism is literally coercive. And sex work is still going to have an element of coercion. Why? Because all of your material needs are not addressed. Okay?
Three head by golly 7 months.
Sex workers are at the forefront of the consent conversation. But coercion at Burger Shack is different than getting fucked to feed your kids and house them. Yeah, except the difference is some people are like, I like getting fucked. That's the difference that you are failing to comprehend. And there are a lot of those people. I know a lot of those fucking people, as a matter of fact. Some people would rather be like, I don't want to get fucked by my manager at Burger King for $7. And instead, I want to get fucked for $1,000, okay, in a safe environment so I can fucking feed my kids and have a roof over my head. That's the main difference. Yeah, one is getting fucked by the manager figuratively. One's getting fucked literally sometimes. Did you read the last point? It does not make you a hero because you like to watch porn and don't think there's anything wrong with buying sex. I don't think I'm a hero. I'm just not a fucking hypocrite. In fact, you become part of the problem when you become a John. Oh my God, dude. So like watching porn makes you a fucking John. That's what I'm saying, dude. Okay, this literally went off the rails, bro. It totally fucking went off the rails, dude. A John is someone who consumes sex work, but most commonly used for people who hire prostitutes, okay? The customers. If you believe sex work is real work because it easily fits within your existing worldview and practices, you are not practicing in this movement or conversation for true empowerment and betterment of sex workers. Wait, what? So the true empowerment of betterment of sex workers is by saying sex work is not real work, and to like what? To go along with like abolitionist ideas? That's just, man, this is really fucked up, dude. I had a friend who was a trans man who was groomed into sex work by a man he met online, sold him in as an easy, empowering way to make money. He was barely 15 when the grooming started. Dude, that is just illegal, dude. That is like hyper illegal. Oh, God, I fucking hate MLs that like come in here and fucking freak the fuck out over this shit, even though they've been in this community for so long. There are a lot of people that don't enjoy that sex and don't have other options. I lived in a women's shelter as a kid where moms had to do that, and it's not as romantic as you're making it sound. You see people who critique it, rely on anecdotes, and then use anecdotes. Come on. Okay. This conversation, if you want to exclusively base it around empirical evidence, is that sex work can be done through legalization or even in a better situation through decriminalization in many fucking countries. Okay? And as a separate entity outside of that, there's also sex trafficking. But many sex workers, no matter what, whether you want to talk about anecdotes or evidence, literally want to conflate sex work. Okay? Anti-sex work people want to conflate sex work and sex trafficking. And that's the issue. Okay? So if you want to have that conversation where you separate sex work from actual fucking crimes, like immoral behavior and crimes and criminal actions like grooming, or criminal actions like fucking not only just grooming but like sex trafficking in general, then we can have a productive conversation. But most sex work, most anti-sex work takes I see unironically revolve around that. It revolves around that conflation. It's the starting point that like these things are the same because this is happening in that same industry. Okay, I'm friends with many full-service sex workers, and there's a massive difference between trafficking and grooming. Yeah, there is. And more often than not, the fucking weird shit always goes back to the weird conversation always goes back to like one, conflation of sex work and sex trafficking, and two, it's all women that are the creators of sex work. No men actually participate in it. Like it's very rarely ever men or, you know, other identities. Okay, it's just women, just straight women are being fucking trafficked and exploited and abused, and it's at the behest of like the male gaze. And it's like a really fucking weird, like I don't know how to describe it, but it's like always like that same weird like turf swerve energy. It's always like fucking it's always like guys, the bad men that are consuming it. And it's always like a weird fucking thing because like you're especially in a community like this. You're like overall woke. But then you fucking turn around and think that like issues that you relegate back to abolition and the criminal justice system is actually the best way to solve like the group of individuals that are being marginalized for their work. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's not the case in any other aspect of society. Why the fuck do you think it's gonna be the case here? Like, what happened? Did you just like lose sight of everything you fucking believe in and everything you've seen thus far? And that's why I always say, like, it has to come from a separate, like, puritanical point of view, a separate additional factor, a separate additional reason why people feel the way that they do about sex work individually, especially if they're like Marxist Leninists, or especially if they're fucking like woke people in general. And I'm not saying that like there aren't fucking a litany of different issues within the sex work industry as well. I think the real problem is that it's really hard to stop men from being abusive in a sexual environment, which is typically private. How could that be regulated? I'm sorry, but that's like kind of a fucking twisted way of looking at the sexual dynamic in general. And that goes far beyond, literally far beyond sex work. That's just like, that's a wild fucking take. Like, this notion that like men are inherently abusive is ridiculous, dude. And again, that is a much, much larger systemic problem that needs to be solved about, again, adequately communicating what men can and can't do, and how like how we should have like a healthier and open conversation about sexual education in schools. What you are saying is fundamentally not even different than what conservatives say regularly when they talk about abstinence only sex ed, or when they talk about abolishing sex ed in general. You know what I mean? Like, we know that already. The energy is the exact same thing. When you abolish sex ed, or when you only do abstinence only sex ed, you literally don't learn anything, okay? You don't learn anything, and you're basically advocating for people to continue on that same bad fucking way of, OP's a poster in porn-free relationships, just move on. Destigmatizing and decriminalizing sex work allows victims of rape to actually go to the police instead of having to suffer alone.
Really watch you
So that's such a weird take. Yeah.
Smile hassle.
The easiest way to ensure sex workers are exploited is to continue to prosecute them instead of bettering their conditions. Outlawing something we can't control didn't work for alcohol or drugs, and it definitely isn't going to abolish sex work like the puritanicals want. Yeah, that's fucking nuts. Like, you also have to think about like how would you regulate that? You know what I mean? At a certain point, those very marginalized people that you claim to care about, you're gonna fucking jail them. You're gonna put them in the hands of cops as they are currently. You know what I mean? Fuck. And that's nuts. That's terrible. Anyway, we're moving on from that to the top of the hour ad break first of the day. If you no longer want to see the ads, all you need to do is subscribe. You can subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Here's the 1 minute ad break. Now, we're going to talk about Poki's new agency, I guess. Pokimane made an announcement earlier today. She said, "I'm so happy to announce the launch of my talent management plus brand consulting firm, RTS. Our goal is to make creators' lives easier and help companies integrate into gaming. Check it out at rts.gg. Solo queue sucks. We're here to help you grow, develop new opportunities, and make your life as a creator better by building a management team around you. 360 management, staying power, ticking all your boxes." So here's the thing. Okay? Well, let me turn off the music for this. Here's the thing.
Wishing all sex workers.
Daff once again had a fucking brilliant take on this subject, okay? And she's 100% correct. When you're a content creator on the up and up, there's a lot of fucking people out there who have never created content themselves, or at least like associate with content creation, or one or two like big creators will like fucking start an MCN or some shit. Okay? And that is oftentimes not great. It's just like they make an MCN and then they're like, yeah, we're only going to focus on our big clients that we can get. And then we're going to fucking not do anything about, the little people that come in and just like pad the analytics. It's all dependent on like whether this is, whether they will operate as a good business overall, whether they'll operate as a business that like truly helps the content creators or not. And I don't know what their staff looks like, but it's also how you said that these big agency companies don't know shit and stuff and think stuff like followers mean something on Twitch. Yeah, exactly. Like when you talk to like ad people, they're older, or even if they're younger, they're like unaware of what the fuck is going on in the Twitch realm, right? It's like a new space for them. They have no way of comprehending it. So they literally will look at like your fucking follower numbers. And anyone who's been on Twitch knows your follower count does not even fucking mean anything, right? It does not mean anything. So this on the brand side, or on the fucking hashtag advertising side, is going to be helpful and also very profitable for obviously those who are in the founders team of something like this, where they will be able to communicate like what the actual fucking good metrics of importance are to ad agencies. And also on the talent management side, like Pokimane has been doing this for fucking free. You know what I mean? One thing that people don't really realize, regardless of like whether or not she streams or how much she streams, like Pokimane and offline TV have literally been doing this. Okay. They've been developing talent non-fucking stop in the best way possible for as long as they've been around, which is the only reason why I think like, this is, this could be good for creators overall. I'm usually very skeptical, and if it was like, someone like myself who doesn't have fucking any experience in that world at all, with the exception of like, I guess Will and like maybe a couple other people, that's different. But like someone like her, she's been doing this. You know what I mean? Solo Q sucks. We're here to help you grow, develop new opportunities, and make your life as a content creator better by building a management team around you. Raise your game. Experience matters. We work across the industry to support, grow, and innovate some of the most exciting tournaments, broadcasts, and partnerships globally. Publishers. We bridge the needs of publishers with those and their business partners. I mean, this is all corporate speak. This is all brand speak. Streaming. We've broadcasted to just about every platform you can think of. A broken bunch of records in the process and brokered incredible deals with every major platform. Evo Evolution Champion Series. I don't know what this is the most storied fighting game championship jointly operated by Sony and RTS. The premier event brings together all elements of the fighting game, the FGC, in an annual celebration of the community and competition. They work with Epic Games, PUBG, PlayStation, and Riot Games. Make your mark. Let's work together. We work on the biggest brands that tap into the power of esports creators in the wider gaming community. Our partners leave their mark with authentic and innovative integrations, delivering long-term ROI. Evo is the Olympics of fighting game community. Okay. How we partner with brands. Discover it. No two gaming communities are the same. We work with you to understand your brand and find the right communities to connect with and participate in. Did the site pay for the League of Legends pictures? Not sure if they're free to use commercial stuff. I don't fucking know. I don't know the website states, but here's a link to some of the people in the company. No, these are just brands that they worked with, chat. This is not like anything other than just like regular fucking brands to show their legitimacy. Scale, they, make their fucking, they just grow. They grow partners that they have. It's just a talent management firm. You know what I mean? I'm going to get to the team tab, everyone who is saying there's a team tab. I'm literally scrolling down, okay? I'm scrolling down. I'm going to get there. I'm just going through it step by step in the way that the fucking website is trying to show me the information, okay? God damn. Okay. Size up with us. We have dynamic startups connect across the industry, grow faster, and source capital. Go to market using experience, blah, blah, blah. Amplification of teamwork with the biggest creators on the planet. Our team, Stuart Saw, Chief Executive Officer from Twitch to Endeavor. Stuart is leading authority in the gaming, esports, and entertainment ecosystem. His notable achievements include launching Twitch's business in Europe and managing Endeavor's partnership with Epic Games. Isn't Endeavor William Morris Endeavor? Am I misunderstanding that? Or is it a separate Endeavor? God, you're like a petulant, wealthy child. Previously subscribed for 2 months. Look at this idiot. You're like a whining child, grow up. Less leftover, more stream. H3 calls the shots now, Sag. Stop whining, you Bella and Jesus. Oh my God, this dude is like only in here to fucking yell at me. It's still WME, but they dropped the WM. Yeah.
Poggers.
Tear this down. Let's get some controversy. Why would I do that? Like, for your own personal fucking weirdo satisfaction? Like, if something sucks, I'll say it sucks. If something doesn't seem like it's shitty, I'm not gonna just like fucking say it sucks just for you to get like drama out of it. What a fucking pathetic way to live your life, dude. Holy shit. Pokimane leads RTS as co-founder. Oh, hold on. Where the fuck's the website? Okay, so Iman Eniz, Pokimane Chief Creative Officer. Kim Fan, a titan in the esports community, 13 years of Blizzard experience. Sue Lee, VP Talent Management. I mean, I don't know anything about these people at all. You didn't even say it sucks to the Valkyrie stuff. You don't say it sucks that Poki and Miz and Yasuo are all landlords. What? First of all, you literally just made that up. Miskip is a landlord to his fucking friends. I don't know about Yasuo's situation. And also, I did say the Valkyrie cream was like fucking based on fake information. But that's not enough because you are a pathetic dweeb on the internet who wants me to like just tap into the anxieties and anger that you feel about how fucking silly and sad your life is exclusively for a little bit of content, because the only kind of content that you can have is by shitting on people. And I get that. I'm not going to ban you, you fucking pathetic loser. That's how unimportant you are. It's not even worth fucking banning. It's so weird. It's like, shut the fuck up. Let me go through this. lmao, you're so triggered. Yeah, I get triggered because like I hope that a community that I've fostered is like a little bit fucking better than like weirdo incels on the internet who are just like exclusively here to just be like, dude, you just yell about this so I can clip it. Yell about this so I can clip it and like post it on LSF, and then like I will be the puppeteer. Ooh, it's such an interactive content experience for me. It'll make me forget how much of a fucking loser I am for like a brief moment.
Take care of yourself, Hasan.
Anyway, the community you foster is a piece of shit like you. Yeah, exactly. In the process of me aggressively enforcing what kind of community I would like to have, there's always going to be someone who goes, your community is shit because of you. It's like, well, you're literally not watching, I guess, what I'm trying to do, which is more than like most other content creators do. What fucking content creator is out there desperately trying to fucking cull his own community on a regular basis to ensure that it like doesn't step out of fucking line? Idiot. Too stupid to understand that though, which is fine. Anyway.
Only 1 year already? Thank you chat and Hasan for helping me get through this shit show of a year less than 3.
I wouldn't do it if I didn't give a shit. I wouldn't do this if I only cared about fucking growth. Anyway, how does this work for someone that's just getting started with streaming content creation? Is it a sub-based thing with tiers of support or what? I mean, it's a regular fucking talent agency, so you're probably not going to get like recognized by them unless you're at a certain level. You know what I mean? You need to definitely be at a certain level of success at the very least for them to even like recognize and probably sign you. You know, you got to fucking have like some kind of metrics. So, you know, we'll be on the lookout. If they do good work, then they do good work. If they don't, then they don't. And then that sucks. But ultimately, they'll still make, they'll probably still make a lot of money for the people who created it. More staff below. Yeah, I know. I just don't know. And, oh, Edison Park. Edison has several years of experience building out. I know Edison. Jason Scarano, VP of Sales. Minsick Co, VP of Esports Operations. I mean, they seem beefed up. Like, the people here seem fucking beefed up. And they got, like, they got Pokimane involved in, like, a serious capacity. It seems like it's not just, like, they're slapping her name on the project and being like, look, we're doing this. So, who knows? Black and Latino content creators getting left in the dust, just an observation. I don't disagree with that. I think that there is a fucking, first of all, Spanish, which also includes like Latino content creators, are fucking massive. I don't know if they have like that level of organization, but they're literally bigger than English speaking content creators. So you're wrong about that. As far as black content creators goes, there is like a massive fucking growth in like black content creators that are creating content for a predominantly black audience.
9 months.
And not only that, but I do agree that's an area of weakness for sure. I don't disagree with that. I think that there is like, I've made suggestions in the past. I don't want to talk about it too much, but I have made suggestions to other groups in the past about this specific thing that you just mentioned. About how like, and yeah, Aiden Ross is a content creator that also bridges that gap or bridges those two worlds 100%. Like it, hate it, shit on him all day. I mean, he does a lot of clownish behavior. He engages in scams and whatnot, but like ultimately he is a person that absolutely fucking bridges the gap between black content creators that predominantly cater and create content for black audiences versus the rest of Twitch that doesn't do that. So yes, he does. Not for the net positive, though. I also disagree with that. I think there is a net positive. If you ask those black content creators, they probably see Aiden Ross's success as a net positive for that part of Twitch.
Hi.
So you're fucking wrong about that. Also, I ran the ad break already. But he's white. I wish there were more black creators who get the same opportunities as him. It's not just, at a certain point, it's not just about the opportunities either. Like, it'll grow. But there needs to be more help from other industry leaders to promote it and to help out. But it is happening. That is absolutely happening. Yes, I will talk about the Gus Johnson situation later. Jesus fucking Christ. You absolute drama hogs. Oh my fucking Lord. Twitch low-key 4chan? Not even I mean, not necessarily, but there's definitely there. Advisors. Brian Corrigan is an advisor. He's the head of Americas for PUBG and venture partner. Kevin Lin is a co-founder and former CEO of Twitch, having played a leading role in the platform. Karen Brodkin is an advisor who's the executive vice president of content strategy and partnerships at Endeavor. They're looking for a PR manager, sales partnership coordinator. Okay, that's it. I mean, seems very professional top to bottom. I mean, this is not just like fucking
top of the hour. Hold up.
Changing these racist algorithms would be so beneficial to BIPOC creators. She got some good people around on the team. Yeah. If you want to see something funny, Air Force has been putting facts on their Instagrams, and Hawk service members are in the comments losing it. Seems like unnecessary corporatization. I think corporatization in an aspect of the industry and in any part of the industry is, of course, always going to ruin the authenticity and the novelty of that sector, but like it's inevitable. It's like Thanos, dude. It's always going to happen. They don't have a majority black audience. We aren't talking about NMP as a large EU audience, so probably mostly white people. Spanish-speaking Twitch is huge. NMP Myth, Trihex, Lacard, just to name a few. There are a lot of successful black creators. No, I was talking about that's why I specified black creators that cater and make content for a predominantly black and Hispanic audience, or specifically black audience. That's different.
Spicy Bro Broadcast. I love this stream.
But yes, you're right. There are a lot of awesome black content creators. Yeah.
3 months.
How much your manager cost from you? I don't have a manager. I only have an agency, and it's 10%.
At HasanAbi State of Play later today.
I literally never heard a lot of the black creators' names in any of Twitch people's mouth, and Elon came along. They were here and active, but they were treated like a separate world. The same, but that's just how Twitch is. Twitch is like super fucking insular, dude. That's just how it is. There's like very little merger and cross-pollination that occurs. It's something that I want to address, and it's something that I want to work against. Name one. Kai Cenat is one of the largest black content creators. There's Bruce Dropamoff that's like in between, but again, still, I would say Your Rage is another one. There's a lot of people, dude. What the fuck? And then there's like Hamlins, who has notoriety. Dante, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Yeah. The reason why I'm usually very, very bad, the reason why I'm usually very bad with names, but I can name a bunch of fucking content creators right now, is because this is literally something that I've noticed and something that I not only have noticed, but also have like looked into. Because otherwise, I can't even tell you half the fucking Twitch streamers I interact with when I'm on the spot. I'm so bad at like remembering shit like that. So, you know, like kept Twitch cool during the Ninja Poggers era. Do you see the new German coalition which they finally formed? Worth checking out? No. I was drinking cold brew, but I'm going to switch over in a second. Tell me 3 things that Pokimane have done that was creative in any way that a person with average looks could do with what? I love those. I love that kind of argument, which is like, what, you think there aren't like fucking hot girls on Twitch? You think there aren't hot guys on Twitch? It's always such a funny thing. One, because it's like not something you can change about yourself. Like, what do you want her to fucking like be less attractive? It's so stupid. It's just like the incel energy just jumped the fuck out there. And two, like trying to fucking reduce someone's success exclusively to their looks is always funny because it's like, yeah, dude, there's no one that's like hotter in the planet than Pokimane. That's why she's there in the position that she's in. Just like there's no one hotter than me on the planet either. You know what I mean? I just say that because like it's definitely a type of criticism that I get a lot too by similar incels. It's so dumb.
What to name the sub baby?
Gaming mindset, they think pretty people have cheat codes on. I mean, pretty people do get a fucking serious advantage. It's just what you do with it. Poki co-launching an agency. Overheard and Ray streaming from room from Poki's announcement. She got me as a client. Ray said at Poki's announcement that fucking Poki boomed me. What? The fuck is this? It's just the copy pasta. Can't believe she managed to develop an entire company overnight as a response to the Valkyrie drama. No, this is not something that you come up with overnight, guys. Let's be real, okay? That's not how this works. Like, I know that people probably want to, treat it as such. Donating money to a millionaire stream is a hilariously stupid thing you chatters do. Yeah, unlike Boolin Back, who doesn't do that, except him being in here also contributes to the algorithm and uplifts me in the algorithm and also, gives me ad revenue. The only way to avoid, like, literally helping the fucking streamer that you're hate watching is if you just don't watch. That's just the reality.
I love and appreciate you all so much. Wish me luck for this test that I am not prepared for hassle.
Please no more drama or Pokimane. Instead, move on to politics ASAP. Oh, God, shut up, dude. Shut the fuck up. You fucking weirdo, dude. Like, I can do a little bit of fucking, non-directly related to the fucking dumbass, like, infrastructure bill that's not going to fucking pass, or the version that passes is going to be as stupid as fuck for like a second, okay? Dumbass micromanager motherfuckers, yo. It's definitely getting to a point. I'm starting to sense it where I'm like, my fuse is getting shorter and shorter. I might I don't know. I might have to take like 1 day off or some shit. I don't know. But even though I do feel like I'm taking more breaks and streaming less than I did at my peak when I was fucking streaming like 12 to 14 hours a day. So I don't know what it is. It's just like pisses me off. There's always peaks and fucking valleys in this business. And like, I think when you're in a valley, when you're not peaking, it's just like your mental health suffers. And this is not for me to say like, oh man, I'm so fucking sad. Like, not it. I'm just recognizing that I, as a content creator, am getting frustrated easily. And when you get to that point, it's like a downward spiral. Do you think you replaced GTA frogs with news frogs? I feel like they're in the same bucket. Well, news frogs have always been a permanent staple in this community, and I love them, and I think that that's fine. The hate you've been getting probably makes you more on the offense for that type of shit now. Yeah. It's true. I think that's probably what it is. But I'm such a stubborn fucking piece of shit that like, the more hate I get, the more I'm like, I'm going to lean into it and I'm going to keep streaming because I don't want to give anybody a single fucking crumb of satisfaction.
Yo.
I've urged you to take a real look at your anger issues because having that short of a fuse is not healthy or normal. Thanks, Nonstop Otterpop, 17-month subscriber. Perhaps that's part of the reason why I get angry sometimes. Just think about that. You think Twitch leaks have to do with this? No, it's the house and then the Twitch shit, and then it became like a literal thing to just like shit on me. And people are susceptible to trends like that. Do you see yourself starting a company one day or doing something big like Valkyrie and Pokimane? No. The biggest thing I'll do is my fucking apparel. And that's pretty much it. I mean, maybe in the future, who knows? Work for a job that you hate and feel stuck there for shitty pay. Feel grateful every day, brother. No, I do. I do feel grateful. And I recognize and admit my privilege regularly. Sometimes it's not fun. It's still fun, though. It's therapeutic. Look, before we get to the news, before we get to Jordan Peterson talking about Tinder and polygamy and how much of an incel he is, this is the last thing I'll say on this matter.
When you've got them haters has flex.
Streaming for me is not only fun, but also it's therapeutic. Like, I have a community that I love, that I've fostered, that I've been able to, like, you know, scale back on certain elements on when I want to. I'm happy with the growth. I'm happy with, like, you know, having more people in here, new people in here that are cool overall. I'm happy with all of that.
Been here 12 months and really enjoying the times I get to tune in.
It feels
Thanks
good
for your time.
Overall, okay? And it is therapeutic. Like, I literally wake up, I do whatever the fuck I want, and what I want happens to be this. And I don't even see the time fly by every single day because I enjoy what I do. Sometimes, though, the hate gets to the hate does get to me when it piles on a lot. Oh my God, he's still talking about this. Please talk about Manchin, please. Okay.
You deserve time
but
off,
ultimately, it's great. Ever since the whole house bullshit has been nonstop for you. Yeah, I know. Do you think chatters could self-moderate this community? Chatters do self-moderate this community. They're the moderators. Anyway, let's watch this.
I have a friend. He was very active on Tinder for a while, and he accumulated more than 20,000 matches on the app.
20,000.
20,000. And he was so successful that Tinder pinpointed him early on and gave him all kinds of free perks and bonuses.
What? I don't believe that at all, dude. That sounds fucking impossible.
And lifted his radius restrictions, gave him the Tinder Gold app or whatever version of it, basically trying to entice him to continue to use the app. Yeah, they wanted to entice him.
This is so amazing.
They never want you to leave.
These are unbelievably pernicious and vicious broad-scale social experiments that are far more potent than anything like government policy. He's in Genghis Khan territory. With 20,000, that records for athletes, for example, and movie stars have reportedly slept with thousands of.
Okay, there's no shot that dude slept with all 20,000. He just probably got matched. Even that's sussy, though. I don't believe that.
Women, yes, Wilt Chamberlain. And so you see what's happening is that Tinder is one of the forces that's transforming monogamy into polygamy.
Okay, this video is not even that good. Who cares? It's like fucking insane. Elon wilding out against the proposed billionaire tax. Yeah, in one day, Elon Musk made $37 billion and slammed Democrats' plan to tax billionaires. Here's what he meant when he said the government will come for you. So I love this. Okay, I fucking love this. That means he would have had to swipe right 20K times. Yeah. Wouldn't Tinder make the most of their money off of people who need gold to succeed in the marketplace? Yeah. So I love this story. I want to start off with this story. It ties back to the fucking, billionaire investors and their like criticisms of the billionaire tax. And the reason why I want to start off with this story is because, well, one, Elon Musk basically runs, okay, for all intents and purposes, a Ponzi scheme that is completely backed by government subsidies. Okay? Like, ultimately, there's a product there. It's a car. It's a brand. It's a lifestyle, whatever the fuck you want to say. But Elon Musk and the company Tesla would literally not exist if there were no government subsidies. Okay? If there were no EV credits, if there was no way that the government was subsidizing his business. There were many times when the business would almost completely went bankrupt. Okay? So for him to turn around and to shit on like the government makes it fucking hilarious. Oh, Ryan Grimm covered it. Here on Rising, Ryan Grimm breaks down the buy, borrow, die investment strategy of billionaires like Elon Musk used to avoid paying taxes. Oh, that's the other thing that I'm going to get into. Okay. So like without taxes, the government coffers would not fill up, so that the government coffers could not be appropriated to fill Elon Musk's or to at least pay for Elon Musk's company. So Elon Musk railed against Democrats' billionaires tax proposal, but it would still leave him as the world's richest person. Musk warned the government could come for you when it runs out of cash, but the U.S. has spent more than it taxes for decades. The new tax would still allow Musk to keep $28 billion from his $37 billion surge in wealth this Monday as Tesla's market cap exploded. Now, why did Tesla's market cap explode? Because another company that almost went bankrupt last year, okay, took advantage of a situation where there was no used cars available that was like relatively affordable and an asset bubble, and literally sold off a lot of their fucking cars and turned it around because there's no fucking like, it's very difficult to purchase new vehicles right now. The price for new cars has skyrocketed. So Hertz was able to turn that shit around, okay? Going from bankrupt to having a lot of cash but no cars. So they decided to, because of the chip shortage, they decided to turn around and purchase 100,000 or put an order for 100,000 Teslas, okay? After selling their entirety of their used car, stock. So that fucking made Tesla's market cap explode, okay? Elon Musk, though, while also generating $35 billion, like adding $35 billion into his wealth as a consequence of his stocks in Tesla. Okay. Yeah, I know they bought 100,000. I said that. Hertz says they're going to buy 100,000 electric vehicles from Tesla. They literally filed for bankruptcy last year because of COVID, and then turned around and reported and turned around and sold all their cars when no one could purchase cars. And because now they don't have any fucking cars, they were like, we're going to buy a Tesla fleet of 100,000 Teslas. Doesn't even fucking matter if they buy it. It's over. You know what I mean? And by the way, I just got to point out that, like, you know, just normal market, normal economy is just, all of it is normal and good. And there's no better representation of how normal and good and great this is than a company on the verge of bankruptcy, a company that filed bankruptcy, literally selling all of their fucking vehicles and then putting on a note that they're going to purchase like 100,000 EVs, absolutely exploding the market cap of another company. Of course, Elon Musk's entire empire is fueled by nearly $5 billion in government subsidies. The government has bailed him out in many different occasions when he literally didn't even have a fucking car that was readily available, when he was telling people that he was going to build cars for them and never actually did. But that's not even the weirdest part. None of the things that I explained to you are the weirdest part of this conversation. The weirdest part of this conversation is that Elon Musk grew $35 billion richer.
Yep, 3.
$35 billion richer in one fucking day. Who contributed the most to humanity, you or Elon Musk? And of course, there are the pathetic Elon Musk simps in here who act like Elon Musk is doing all this out of the kindness of his heart, dude. Yeah, it's so sick. Sick. Anyway. Suck his dick harder, dude. You're doing a great job. Liberals indulged in this early because of climate pay pig mentality. Yeah, I mean, certainly. He deserves it, though. Hard work pays off. Yeah, he's a fucking really hard-working con man. Like, he is the best. Elon simps have their life savings in Tesla, hence cult. Simps, yeah, this entirely proves otherwise. I've been watching him closely for a few years now. Anyway, let's keep going. It's about 415,000 per second over a period of 24 hours. Very normal and good thing. Los Angeles entrepreneur Elon Musk built this multi-billion-dollar fortune running companies that make electric cars, sell solar panels, and launch rockets into space. Okay. He definitely goes where there is government money, said Dan Dolev, an analyst at Jefferies Equity Research. It's a great strategy, but the government will cut you off one day. You know. But it's also fucking additionally hilarious that Elon Musk, a person who is like a single, like one of the single biggest beneficiaries of government subsidies, is turning around and talking about the government misappropriating funds and like misallocating resources and then running out of money. It's like, motherfucker, if the government doesn't tax people, you're not going to have a business. You know that, right? Anyway. And also, the irony, of course, is that like the Tesla stock, much like many of the other companies that operate within the stock market, have fundamentals, right, attached to it, because it is a fucking company that has output, that has revenue, that has growth, revenue growth and whatnot. But the reason why their market cap is the way it is not because of their fucking output. If you think that that is the reality, you are a silly bitch. I don't know what else to fucking tell you. It is straight up a consequence of the speculation surrounding where Tesla will go. Because it's like not just a car company, but it's actually a tech company. And it's also a lifestyle brand. A lifestyle brand led by a man who is constantly in the fucking media and performs in a way that I guess appeals to a lot of fucking normies. It's both. It pumped up because the order legitimizes their output. Yeah, dude. The order definitely legitimizes their output. When you buy 100,000, when you put an order for 100,000 vehicles, your company should be worth $1 trillion. That's like normal. That's a normal fucking, there's no like 100x factor there. That's cool. That's why Volkswagen is worth $7 trillion. I don't know if you knew that or not. You know, other car manufacturers that sell a fuckload more cars, for example, you know, they are, that's the reason why they're, you know, worth more than Tesla. Tesla market cap is about 10% overall. The other major car manufacturers combined honestly isn't crazy and is more about the internal combustion engine versus EV. Yeah. Well, famously, other car manufacturers don't make, you know, EV. So, yeah, it's purely based off of speculation. Okay, that's what it is. Didn't know every Tesla costs 10 million. Well, it's not that. It's not. That's not like that's the standard, outdated way of looking at how a company operates. So, love that Elon Musk is there saying this and critiquing the Democrats, the wealthiest in a country where the wealthiest pay less in taxes. The U.S. is as progressive has used a progressive tax system since 1862. Tax brackets and top rates have changed over time as Americans earn more, but the top rates have grown ineffective from an explosion of loopholes. Also funny that Markets at Business Insider is talking about the fucking loopholes. Okay. Like, Elon Musk does not have a single business that operates outside of government subsidies. Okay. SpaceX being yet another one. What do you guys think SpaceX, what do you think the platform that SpaceX is on is? It's JPL. It's a collaborative project with JPL. It's a public-private partnership. That's all this is. Same with fucking Tesla. Would not exist without EV credits, would not exist without fucking government subsidies. The only thing he's done without government subsidies, I guess, and even then you have the PPP, but it would probably be like the fucking Boring Company, where he's made like a fucking leaf flamethrower and hats and shit. Oh, wait, the Boring Company is supposed to be making infrastructure. There you go. Wow, how strange that like every single thing that Elon Musk does literally is just privatizing government contracts, like a private company that exclusively relies on government contracts. That's so strange, dude. What a fucking strange thing. Infrastructure that's locked to Teslas, by the way. Yeah, exactly. Infrastructure that's dog shit in general, too. For a guy who fucking sure loves milking taxpayers, he seems to be very upset about the prospect. About the very prospect of having to pay a little bit more. Thanks to SpaceX, weird use of our tax dollars. Wait, no, that's not weird use of our tax dollars. I mean, I don't have a problem with like NASA existing. I'm not like, you know, I'm not anti-NASA. I love, I think space travel is profoundly important. Would you rather the money go to a rocket that costs 2x more and costing the government more? Wait, what? I'm sorry. What the fuck are you saying? Scientific achievements are incredibly costly endeavors. And what you are stating is that, like, what, are you anti-rocket propulsion or what the fuck's going on there? Because, like, it's going to happen regardless. Either the government is going to have NASA, okay, build it, or they're going to outsource it to a private company and then pay that private company regardless. Elon Musk money is not yours. You have no inherent right to it. Exactly. It belongs to the fucking workers who made the generated the profits for him. Their labor means nothing without the risk Elon took. Oh my God. Correct. And the market has determined their pay. And if they don't feel like they're making a correct wage, how about the market determine Elon's pay a little bit more then? Okay. Without like, wait, what?
Time to give birth to this brain rot baby.
Hold on. Yeah, CEOs deserve that money and workers don't deserve it because the market. I'd rather we outsource rocket building to the cheapest available option that seems like the safest outcome. Yeah.
Hey.
Anyway. Actually, NASA would have never been able to make the Falcon 9. It wouldn't have even been approved. We went from the shuttle. Yeah, NASA famously never, achieved something that literally no other fucking country or no other, like, scientific achievement has come near. Famously, they didn't do that. So I'm glad SpaceX is doing it, dude. You know? Fucking great. Wait, hold on 1 second. Yeah, currently the only reason why we couldn't go to the ISS without Russian help is literally because there was just no interest there and there was no funding to do that. Not because NASA doesn't know how to do that and Elon Musk single-handedly built rockets to be able to go there. Dumbass. Anyway. This is, of course, without recognizing that, like, SpaceX directly hires from NASA.
2 months, the brain rot is real. Everywhere I go, I see politics.
Say SpaceX circumnavigates the red tape that NASA would normally use because they are far more safety oriented for even prototypes. Yeah. There's a lot of red tape at NASA. Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
Made it to my 10th month. Anything is possible, chat.
Motherfuckers that think Elon Musk invented the electric vehicle are also the same people that think like his schematics that he built personally, that he designed personally, are the reason why America went to the fucking moon. You know what I mean? Anyway. Okay, it's so cool that SpaceX was able to go to the moon in 1969. Yeah, exactly. We watched the SpaceX rocket blow up live. I mean, yeah, after it landed. But anyway, that stuff happens. Like, I'm not anti-innovation. I just want to fucking specify this. I just hate that, like, people don't want to do what's right and people don't want to fucking, like, motherfucker, you pay, like, a fraction of your fucking, like, revenue earnings and like a fraction of your fucking wealth that you have accrued over the course of a single fucking year in taxes. Like, why can't you pay as much as like a dude who works at Walmart? Can we just do that? Because a dude who works at Walmart, I mean, not even that. You're never going to pay as much as a dude who works at Walmart, because a dude who works at fucking Walmart is going to have no money by the end of the year because like their income is getting taxed, and then, you know, they're fucking and the rest of it is like the budget shortfall that's like built into the existence of the working poor. So it's wild that like we can't even get motherfuckers like this to pay as much as even someone like myself.
Hassle.
You know that Elon makes no money from his company, excluding stocks. He just don't pay his workers well. Also, Elon is the hardest working billionaire of this year from all the other monopoly holders. That's the standard that we're working with. Like, not fucking comparing Elon to like the average worker, but instead we're comparing Elon's hard work to other billionaires, like how much they're working. I'm not saying he doesn't fucking work nonstop, brother. I don't know how much he does, but it doesn't matter. It's a different discussion than talking about whether Tesla pushed other manufacturers or SpaceX beat the rest of the market. What? Elon Musk and ultra rich people do not make their money off their fucking salaries, okay? That's why I talk about this all the time, and people get fucking mad at me whenever I talk about like taxing the wealthy more. I don't have a problem with like paying even a larger share of like however much money I make and the top marginal tax rate. But ultimately, you're not tackling the fucking problem. Like, they should just call that taxing. They should just call that taxing like celebrities and athletes and influencers bill. Because the top marginal tax rate only impacts people like that. It doesn't impact the ultra wealthy that park all of their fucking wealth in the stock market and then just like they have endless, infinite leverage. So they just take out infinite lines of credit in perpetuity. You know what I mean? You're not doing anything there. You're not like actually addressing the problem. There's so much unrealized gains and unrealized wealth that is just like technically sitting in the stock market that should be, you know, used in a way to to generate more revenue for the government so that the government can fucking help people and like, you know, do healthcare and shit.
How do the wealthy actually manage to dodge income taxes on their way to billionaire status?
Here you go. Here's Ryan Grimm explaining that thoroughly.
The answer turns out to be quite simple, and it leads the way to a three-step investment strategy that has become standard among the billionaire class called buy, borrow, die. Now, to understand the strategy, let's use Elon Musk as a case study, though really we could use any billionaire. ProPublica reported in June that the Tesla and SpaceX founder paid no federal income taxes in 2018. How? Well, Musk has largely gotten stock and stock options as his compensation throughout his career, and he has been able to treat those stock certificates much like a worker treats a paycheck. He takes it to a bank and, for a tiny fee, converts it into cash. That's it. That's the scheme. It's no more complicated than that. Musk has taken at least $57 billion worth of stock to the bank, exchanging it for cash he can then spend or invest. Yet the tax code manages not to treat that development as income. And because Musk is the type of client who can bring big business to a bank, think IPO, a merger, etc., he's the kind of VIP the bank is happy to give a giant loan to at extremely low rates. He no doubt pays a much lower rate than workers cashing checks without a bank account. In fact, some 14 million adult Americans have no bank account. The billionaire tax, on the other hand, would hit roughly 700 people.
Like,
no ads.
This is like, not only is the American system already infinitely more favorable to those who are high earners, as it pertains to like how much of your net worth or how much of your income that you pay in taxes. Okay. On top of that, these motherfuckers are like, yeah, we have a different method here. Like, we have an entirely separate method of not paying taxes at all. And to the people who say things like, well, what the fuck? What are you going to force them to liquidate some of their assets in an effort to pay taxes? That, like, that's unheard of. That's crazy. It's like, yeah, if you can't pay the taxes on some of your fucking wealth that you have accrued over the past year, then yeah, you're going to liquidate some of your fucking assets. Okay? You should be, like, the government should do that. That's like how it works. That's insane. That's insane to me that, like, this is something that is, like, seen as, like, impossible. Everyone else does it. The fuck do you mean? Literally everyone else does that except for fucking the mega wealthy. Okay? If you are middle class, if you are poor, and the IRS is enforcing that on you, that's what you gotta do, bitch. That's what you gotta fucking do. But when it's Elon Musk, it's like, whoa, 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 chill out. Not only that, but also, what I cannot comprehend, what I cannot fucking comprehend is when people say things like, well, how would we figure this out? Well, bitch, how do we fucking figure out property taxes? It works in the exact same way. Someone comes in, says your house is valued at this, and you pay a fucking you pay a percentage of that in your taxes that you pay.
I'm pretty sure my pension and
get a fucking team of quants and people who do this, mathematicians, to fucking analyze your stock portfolio and the worth of your stock portfolio and take a percentage of that. People who say, like, how are you going to tax wealth? How are we going to tax wealth? How are you going to tax wealth? How are we going to tax assets? Okay, dog, we already do that. We already do that for houses. The fuck do you mean? And lastly, and David Dan pointed this out, and I fucking love that. I mean, this is a wonderful take from David, friend of the show at Prospect. Like, we only have this conversation when it comes down to taxing the fucking mega wealthy. Taxes that disproportionately fall on the poor, the sales tax, for example, which is regressive, okay, or a VAT, which would be regressive, are imposed all the time. And never once do you see on cable news, up next, this janitor explains why the sales tax punishes his success. And of course, the second side of this argument, the second point he's making here, is the reason why we also don't see that in the fucking news, because the news doesn't talk about that. And that's precisely why we don't hear about that. Okay? No, it's not because the news doesn't care about poor people. It's because the news is created so that, like, we literally are only hyper-focusing on taxing the poor and never hyper-focusing on taxing the rich.
Please gaming again one day has prey.
Most C-suite stock option plans actually include an offset for the taxes they would have to pay for vesting stock. So these tax evasion schemes also act straight up as a straight up raise in compensation for them. Yeah. Because somehow taxing consumption is inherently more moral than taxing wealth. Why do people defend Elon and the mega wealthy so much? Does it really come to the delusion that they could one day accumulate the same amount of wealth through the same loopholes? Yes. That's it. It's the false notion that this is a meritocracy and that there is an American dream that you can somehow realize. Like, no, that's not. It's not real. It's not. It's not fucking real. Yeah, stocks get taxed differently if you hold it for a year plus as well. Capital gains tax is taxed differently if you're super wealthy and parked all your fucking wealth in assets in perpetuity. And it just keeps growing alongside the American government-backed stock market. You can't do that if you don't have a lot of wealth, though, obviously. No, it's not law. No one thinks they will be a billionaire. They just apply this fake billionaire think tank logic to our crumbs and freak out about it. I mean, that's a separate side of the conversation. But they think that they will always become like a small business owner and at least like a millionaire, right? And they think that this will harm them too. Because everyone, especially on the reactionary side, but even on the fucking Democrat side too, unironically make it seem like the estate tax, for example, is going to impact you as an average American citizen. It's like, motherfucker, you do not have $5 million in assets. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? We're not even having a conversation about like whether it's appropriate or right to give away all of those fucking assets. But like, it's the greatest conversation of all time for like a dumb, stupid, fucking idiotic, like small business owner to fucking engage it. Okay? Bitch. You think you're going to fucking be hit with that? You're not. You're going to fucking die and the government's not going to take shit from you because you have nothing in comparison to the actual 15,000 individuals. 15,000 individuals that would be implemented. It's 11 million now, dumbass. It's 11 million now. It didn't used to be 11 million. Why did they raise it to 11 million? Can't they just be empathetic for their favorite billionaires? Like when we yell you not to miss the top of the hour ad? Yeah, me, the billionaire that you are empathetic to. But yes, it is top of the hour every hour. And on my journey to become the first trillionaire ever, if you'd like to participate in that, you can subscribe for $5. Or you can just subscribe if you want to, if you no longer want to see the top of the hour ad breaks that come at the top of every hour. Socialist trillionaire. Yeah, exactly. You can subscribe for $5. You can subscribe for free with a Twitch Prime. Here's the ad break now. If you simp for Elon, you need to show the deeds to your factory. Yeah, I mean, I always say that, dude. If you're a fucking capitalist, if you're a hyper capitalist defending billionaires and shit, I want to see the deed to the factory. Imagine being a socialist and yet you own an iPhone. Might not work, but hey, imagine being a capitalist and not owning capital. Omega lol, dude. You're doing that shit for free? Nice. Good for you, brother. Damn, bro. Volunteer capitalist. Anyway, how come if the U.S. taxes are harsher on the poor and nice for the rich, you think the system is bad? Why do they copy the hierarchy to the rich benefiting at the top of the hour by not having to watch 6-second ad break? Yo, shut the fuck up. The billionaires of the new aristocracy are our landed overlords, creating a new feudalistic society for us to experience time cyclically again. I disagree. I don't even think they're fucking feudal lords. I think they're demigods. I think that billionaires under a capitalist organization of the economy are no different than monarchs. They're literally fucking monarchs. And instead of God appointing you to that seat of power, okay, you are literally a king. If you're a billionaire, you're a king. You have more power and more wealth and more influence than a fucking king because you have reach. Kings in the past did not have that same level of reach. Well, not literally, but yeah. No, literally. Straight the fuck up. And what I mean by that is this. In theocratic monarchies of the old days that we look back to now and fucking scoff at and be like, how stupid were the people that they thought this was great? Okay. Those motherfuckers were in that seat of power because God appointed them to that position, right? And when in fact it was, you know, probability, positioning, being an early adopter, I guess, being like coming from descendants of like whoever was like the largest fucking hog in that area, being the first to fucking engage in enclosures. Okay, at a time when like you know, there was primitive communism, and then they were like, nah, actually this land is literally mine. Like all of these different factors that play into someone becoming a monarch, but like people thought and the way that people received it was like, well, God told this guy to be the king, okay? Doing the most incest. That was their justification for the average peasant, was like, well, God is giving this guy his power. He has godlike powers. And his son and his children will have godlike powers. Now, under a capitalist organization of the economy, in Western democracies especially, that has been substituted from God-given powers, even though it is still literally fucking probability, positioning, and the same key factors, and your relation to the means of production and intergenerational wealth. That is afforded to you, the justification in the eyes of the peasants, in the eyes of the peasant class, the fucking workers, is meritocracy. Okay? If you were in the 14th century, you thought God gave king the power to be the divine ruler. If you're living in 2021, you think, oh, meritocracy. He deserves to be there. He worked really fucking hard and really smart. That's it. Okay? That's literally it. That's the main difference. XQ Cow, who's he talking to? What up, XQ Cow? Wait, hold on. What the fuck? Oh, shit. Whoa, what the fuck? I have someone at my door. What the fuck? Second, my shoes. Ridiculous.
like hardwood floors in this motherfucker, and you can't. What's going on? Hey. What? How we doing, everybody?
I didn't even realize you were coming. I had no idea. No, literally. I mean, I know you're here. I was like, maybe you'll show up or something, but I did. I mentioned it briefly in the beginning of the broadcast. Hold on.
How's it going, everybody? Good to see you.
Hold on. Lowering the noise gate.
Good to see you.
I'm gonna go pee.
Yeah.
You can just
Good
take
to
over.
see everybody.
I lowered the noise gate so you don't have to like
right.
speak into it and stuff.
Okay.
Here, just have a convo with
Good
them.
to see everybody. I am here to comfort Hasan because I heard there's a new billionaire tax.
Fuck you. Good one.
It's a good one. Wow, the lighting in here is good.
You must be real happy because Joseph Robinette.
What's going on?
Well, he's not going to fucking tax people that make your amount of money.
Wait, really?
He's going to be taxing. Well, they're not even going to do the billionaire tax. That's bullshit. But like.
Wait, but they're not going to tax me?
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
Well, I mean, you're not going to get taxed, I don't think.
Wait, really? Look, I'm very disappointed in that. As you know, I'm pro. You know, I'm pro income tax on people like myself. You know what I mean?
Such a lie.
I'm not a liar. No, look, guys, I'm gonna leave my mask on today because you know, there's new variants going around. I'm negative on COVID test. I test always before I leave, but don't MonkaW. Relax. Everything's fine. Everything's good. Chat. Relax. But I'm just out of safety. Don't mass shame me, okay? I'm being extra cautious in these turbulent times. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Anyway, don't Corona S me, don't MonkaW me. I'm just being extra cautious. I just got off a plane, so you never know. Take off my shirt. No, I will be keeping my shirt on. My 100 Thieves. By the way, I have there's a video that came out today regarding 100 Thieves race that I won. I won a race, a Go Kart race, and there's a little shout out that I gave at the end of the video to a certain individual that we're gonna watch the video. That's why I'm here actually, is because I gave no spoilers. Oh, I spoiled it. Fuck. That's like the most important part of the video. But you know, it's like the fuck. Well, anyway, fuck it. Whatever. Who gives a shit? I watched the video. I love the editor's 100 Thieves, but they didn't make it as intense as it was in the heat of the moment. So that's why I felt like I could spoil it. I'm gonna find the video right now. God damn, this lighting is actually pretty dope. God, I am so old. You know, I'm turning 28 next month, guys. I'll be 28 years old. Holy fucking shit. I'm starting to get gray hair. I went to my hairstylist or whatever, the lady that cuts my hair. And she's like, do you think we could do like a color next time? I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, you know, to cover up these grays here and these grays. I was like, what the fuck? I was telling them that I went to get a haircut and the lady's like, oh, let's do a color next time because she sees some grays sprouting up.
No way.
Yeah, she does.
I changed my pants because I was like, I wanted to wear more comfy pants.
Oh, yeah? Okay, so I got to show you this video.
Oh, wait, is it out now?
Yeah, it's out. Just go to 100 Thieves channel.
Wait,
we may have to skip through it. Are you in the middle of something political?
Yeah, I was talking about why we need to tax billionaires more.
Well, I agree 100%.
I mean, we should do that.
We should tax them a lot.
No, I'm saying like we should
eat them.
Do you want to cover the news with me a little bit?
I'd love to cover the news.
Okay,
nothing I love more than taxing billionaires.
Yeah.
Anyway, so did Biden roll back a little bit on his plan to tax people like me and you? Or, you know, look, I'm all about taxing people like me and you. In fact, I think we should pay double taxes.
Why are you lying? You're such a Weasley little liar, dude. It's not even.
I am a little bit of a liar. I don't like. I don't enjoy taxes. I'll willingly pay them, but I don't enjoy them. You know what I mean? Who enjoys it? Chad, do you enjoy paying taxes?
I enjoy it.
Okay, well.
It's a reminder that, like, you know, I'm doing really fucking well, and also on top of that, I get to Oh, Jesus Christ. Should we even watch the fucking billionaire tax proposal now?
It's out already? God,
they
damn,
already fucking cut it out. Billionaire tax proposal out of Biden plan, Democrat Neil says.
Well, that sucks. Wait, so...
I wish I was a billionaire so Rajj Patel could eat me has tasty gaki hyper.
What? It's my dead name.
It's true.
Citizens that enjoy paying taxes tend to live in a country where they believe their tax money is being used well. See, Northern Europe.
It's true.
Okay. It's already out. I don't know what else to say about that then other than like it's done. It's out already. That's nice. So there will be no pay for, I guess.
Question, just out of curiosity, from a general public perspective, whose taxes are they raising?
Billionaires. They were gonna add.
But now that they're not raising billionaire taxes, whose taxes?
I mean, it doesn't even
up?
fucking matter. No one's taxes are gonna go up because this proposal is not gonna happen. Okay, here, let's watch. This motherfucker's name is literally Politic. This motherfucker's name is Politic Ray. And we're in the midst of talking about like a fucking heated budget proposal discussion. And Politic Ray's like, have you talked about the Gus Johnson stuff? Like, no, I haven't yet, okay? I will eventually get to it. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm literally talking about fucking actually relevant, important fucking information about the future of the United States of America and whether or not we're going to be able to get a fucking a budget proposal through. And this guy's like, I want to know about Gus Johnson.
Yeah.
You talked about Gus Johnson?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah. Fuck you. Sorry. Fuck you and talk about his mother.
Austin, tell Hasan to open the rest of the P.O. Box packages, please.
Yeah, eventually I'll get to that. Okay, chill. All right, here.
News on President Biden's investment plan. Just moments ago, Democrats unveiled a billionaire's tax to fund the deal. It targets the 10 richest Americans. It's already facing legal and political.
Bro, it's literally like it's like 700 people, I think, total. Okay.
Is it they're gonna? How much were they gonna?
It was never gonna happen anyway, because like the way that they were. There was no actual information. There was no credible information on like how they were gonna fucking do this, how they were gonna pull this off. There was no way that people were gonna agree with it, and even then, it's dead already.
Questions. Our congressional correspondent Rachel Scott is on Capitol Hill with the latest. Good morning, Rachel.
George, good morning. Democrats have been scrambling to find a way to pay for this nearly $2 trillion economic package. And this morning, they say they will tax the rich to cover it, proposing a new billionaires tax. Now, this would target some of the nation's wealthiest Americans. We're talking about Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, who pay little in income tax. Here's how it would work. For the first time, Americans with more than $1 billion in assets or more than $100 million in income over 3 consecutive years will
more than $1 billion in assets, more than $100 million in income over 3 consecutive years.
I mean,
that was 700 taxpayers, dude. We couldn't even get 700 of the wealthiest motherfuckers to like pay a little bit more, dude.
How much more were they gonna have to pay?
I mean, a percentage of their fucking income, but the details are murky. They didn't even get to that part before it was fucking yeeted.
Will face a new tax. This would apply to increase value on their assets. So if a billionaire's $1 million investment in a stock doubled to $2 million, for example, they would be taxed on that $1 million gain, even if they've never cashed out on those earnings. And all experts say
because, and I've talked about this before, like a lot of, so you are a streamer.
Yeah.
I'm a streamer.
Well, I mean,
we make our money when Amazon pays us.
Well,
okay, we generate revenue from subscribers, and then Amazon pays us a percentage of that. They take a percentage of that off the top.
Well, most of my income comes from other things.
Yeah, and you have sponsorships and whatnot. You do deals, things of that nature.
Contracts.
Okay, yeah. Regardless, though. Yeah. But that goes into your bank account. Mm-hmm. Okay?
It does.
So what you do with that after it goes into your bank account doesn't matter because it's still getting taxed. Yeah. Like, that's your yearly income.
Right.
Okay?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Whereas billionaires don't usually have a yearly income. Like, it's something like 80 grand. Like, Jeff Bezos technically pays income tax on $80,000 because that's how much he chose to pay himself when he was the CEO of Amazon, my boss, our boss. So how Jeff Bezos actually makes money, or rather spends his vast amount of endless wealth, or where his wealth comes from, is his assets. So Jeff Bezos owns a percentage of Amazon. So when the Amazon stock price goes up, Jeff Bezos' personal wealth goes up alongside that. Now, if you are like Jeff Bezos, what you can do is liquidate some of that, sell some of those stocks when you want to buy shit. Or there is this one simple trick. IRS hates this, okay? Where if you are Jeff Bezos, you can just, because you have an endless line of leverage, endless line of fucking wealth, that you can just go out to a bank and take out a loan. You can borrow money until you literally fucking die. And the way to do that, you can borrow against your infinite amount of wealth
and avoid taxes.
And avoid taxes that way.
Wow.
So, and that's what Jeff Bezos does. You can't do that because you're not getting paid.
Not like I want to do that, but if I could.
You can't. You want to? Okay. No. I'm so glad that this doesn't happen to you. Yeah, okay. zero interest loans that you're getting from banks.
Is it like a glitch? I would never do that, but I'm just wondering.
It is like a glitch, except you're not getting paid. This is too good. What the fuck is this?
Shout out to
dude. Come the fuck on, dude. Like we're talking about something else right now. Just stop fucking linking dumb shit. We'll get to it in a second. God damn, dude. Like fucking stay on subject, chatters. Holy fuck, for 1 second in your goddamn lives. Okay? So that's what I call the infinite money glitch. Why do you still have a mask on?
Because you get fucking freaked out every time I sniffle, and so I thought I'd leave it on.
You can take it off, dude. You can show your fucking pretty face to the people. There it is. It's not a glitch. It is intended to not pay taxes. Yes, this is how you engage in tax avoidance. Okay? So, basically, that's how they do this. They can buy, they can borrow, and they can die. You can't do this because you don't get paid in a percentage of Twitch stock. CEOs can do this, though. In a lot of instances, they have their income, their yearly income, and then also on top of that, they get paid in stock options. And they can even make sure that they get their stock options like later down the line. They can, there's another way that you can avoid your end of the year taxes too. There are plenty of different ways that you can avoid taxes if you're mega wealthy. Okay?
Can I get some water?
Yeah, there's one down there.
Oh.
Grab it. You missed the point. He employs so many workers that pay tax. The government doesn't give a shit about him. Only we do. What? He employs so many workers that pay tax? What the fuck does that even mean? Bro, that's not his taxes, though. That's your taxes. How fucking cucked are you?
What's my skin routine?
We're not doing that right now. Come on.
All right. I'm just trying to help.
Anyway, Bezos doesn't even have enough income to disqualify for child income tax credit law.
So, my question is, how's Biden going to pay for anything when he can't raise taxes on anybody? Is he just going to be a limp dick president for the rest of the term?
Yeah.
I mean, like, literally, like, look, I know I voted for him, but he kind of is like a flaccid cock. Like, he really
yeah, no shit.
He's kind of like, just like we press pause on Trump, and then, like, he may get elected again, we're just going to press play again. And we just kind of paused for 4 years. And then, nothing's going to get done, and then somebody else is going to get elected.
By the way, I still have no PC because someone isn't redistributing their wealth and henceforth capital. Yeah, that's right. They can also avoid paying tax by reporting higher losses than income. Yeah, there's like many different ways that you can do that, okay? Especially if you're in like real estate. So we talked about all that already. But because of Senator Joe Manchin's opposition to Democratic leadership in the White House, sources tell us that the billionaire tax is all but dead. I just want to point out, let's look up how many billionaires exist in West Virginia.
45. Oh, 0.
Wow. That's cool. That's fucking cool, dude. That's really cool. So Joe Manchin stopped the billionaire tax from pushing through, which it was dead in the fucking water. They suggested it for no reason anyway. But he doesn't even have a single billionaire constituent. That's so strange. That's so weird. I just asked Manchin if the billionaire tax is dead. Everybody should pay their fair share to live in this great country. That's all I'm going to say. I have nothing else to say. I'm not talking. I see nothing. I hear nothing. I say nothing.
God damn. What the fuck? Was he just going,
Yeah, that's what you can. I literally think you should, like, I 100% think you should be able to challenge politicians to a fucking cage match. Like, I think, you're not gonna answer me? Cage match time. Throw the gauntlet down fucking immediately. You have to fight to the death. And if I kill you, then I take your fucking seat, okay? And your position of power. And if I kill multiple in a fucking field of battle, okay, in a video game, then I get to have all of the, like, Pokemon cards, okay? Or, like, little Pokemon. I collect your fucking seat. I swear to God, dude. It's insane. It's fucking insane. How can you have this much fucking power and literally, like, you could just not have any accountability? Like, there's no way that, like, anyone can fucking say anything and you could just be like, la 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 la, I don't hear you. It makes me so mad.
Yeah. I just don't understand.
Welfare makes up 30% of West Virginia's individual income? Yeah. Huh. Why are Democrats not taking committee assignments away from Cinema Manchin? Oh, but we need them. If they're going to keep doing this, what's the point? Well, the point is Manchin and Cinema are playing an important role. And that role is to be the spoiler. Because in reality, it's not just Manchin and Cinema that oppose taxing the mega wealthy. It's a lot of Democrats that oppose taxing the mega wealthy. They're just the ones who are happy with being the villain, okay?
You know,
our system sucks, but I can't complain because my room is messy. What?
Austin doesn't understand. Read that comment. I need to unlock on that. It said Austin doesn't understand. Let's see, scroll up a little bit. When we had a chance to get Bernie to be the Democratic nominee, he bought in hook, line, and sinker about how mainstream media was saying only Biden could solve the problems.
He liked Bernie.
Hey, I was at the Bernie rally. I was at the front row.
Yeah, what are you talking about? He's a Bernie stand, dude. He has Bernie merch.
I had Bernie apparel. I don't even have Biden apparel. All right.
Yeah.
Now, once Bernie was out, then I bought into it. I was riding with Biden from the day he got the nomination. I mean, after that, I was right on board. I was in the front row. But yeah, but before that, I was feeling the burn a little bit, you know. And then I lived up for the election. And this always happens. I live up for the election. I kind of distance myself from the Democrats, and then I relive once we have like a new election cycle. But I mean, the limp dick Democrats need to pick it up, or else they're just gonna get bullied out by the Republicans again.
Manchin has denounced the Democrats' plan to tax billionaires as divisive. Senate Democrats plan to, once again, I just want to point to the fucking sign here. Just tap the sign real quick. West Virginia has 0 billionaires, okay? 0. There are no billionaires. There's not even a single fucking constituent that Joe Manchin has that is a fucking billionaire.
So why would he vote against it?
Because This is how the system works. It's not about your fucking constituents. It's not about the interests of your constituents. It's about the interests of who lines your fucking pockets. And in Joe Manchin's situation, billionaires are his main constituents. Corporations are his main constituents, the actual constituents that he cares about. It doesn't matter if it's in fucking West Virginia.
Question.
That's it.
Question. When people donate, does he get that money personally? Or does it just like come and go to his campaign? Or do they like does that come into his pockets personally?
No, that doesn't go into his pockets. It goes into his campaign so he can be reelected. And when he's reelected, he gets nice gifts and he gets a fucking position of prominence. He gets to do insider trading without scrutiny. He gets to literally control in the Energy Commission, in the Energy Committee, what fucking happens with coal miners, or at least not coal miners, but like coal factories and plants and coal mines, which his brother happens to own, which he makes millions of dollars off of.
Wow. I'm just...
When you're in a seat of power, like a Senate seat, you have a permanent fucking sweet cushy ass gig. It's like better than even being a cop.
Or a streamer.
Okay? It's better than being a cop. It's better than being a streamer. Yeah, because streamers have to fucking face scrutiny every goddamn day. If you're a senator, you literally never have to. You just have Secret Service or you have security. You just literally can go along and never have to fucking address anything. Even streamers have to fucking address drama and shit. You know what I mean? Senator Joe Manchin is in regular touch with Nelson Peltz, one of the wealthiest investors in the country. According to the billionaire investor, Peltz says he calls Manchin every week and tells him to stay tough. There you go. There's your answer.
Wow.
Random activist filming you for 2 minutes at worst. It's so cushy. Yeah. When you're a fucking... Shouldn't this be illegal? I literally want every single person that is involved in this to go to jail forever. Like, when I hear stuff like this, and I cover stuff like this, which happens literally every fucking day, I completely just... I move further and further away from prison abolition. I move further and further away from rehabilitation over incarceration. I want to bury these motherfuckers under the jail, okay? I want them to live there for the rest of their lives. I want them to be subjected to the fucking endless amount of cruelty, just a fraction of that they enforce upon the working class. Straight the fuck up.
In a video game.
Manchin's machinations reach a crescendo as he distances himself from his party while cutting deals on his own agenda, all in public view. Yeah, we know this already. This shit makes me so apathetic. Like, what's the point of even following this shit if nothing comes out of it? Well, Secretary of Antifa, you've been following this shit for years. Whereas there are plenty of people who are completely blissfully ignorant to the realities of how this stuff works. So maybe I'm not talking for you. Maybe for you, this is just about shooting the shit and getting angry alongside other people who also agree with you. But for so many more others, this is a first-time opportunity for them to recognize how fucking distorted and how broken the system is, how fundamentally flawed the system is. Rather, not fundamentally flawed, but created in a way to just, churn out these results all the goddamn time. Here, I mean, this is a great fucking video on Joe Manchin.
Last year. About 18 million.
This is Joe Manchin's daughter, Heather Manchin, Mylan Inc., who literally lied about her college graduation or her PhD, I think. And here, she's a CEO, of course.
It pays to be a member of Joe Manchin's family.
Follow the money.
Joe Manchin has represented West Virginia for 40 years. Delegate, state senator, secretary of state, governor, U.S. senator. 40 years and West Virginia is still the second poorest state in the country. Economy. West Virginia ranks 48 out of 50 states.
Thank you, Joe Manchin.
Healthcare. 47 out of 50 states.
Thank you, Joe Manchin.
Education. 45 out of 50 states.
Thank you, Joe Manchin.
Infrastructure, wait for it, 50 out of 50 states. Manchin has an estimated net worth of $8 million,
Follow the money.
while the average annual income of West Virginia is just $26,000. Manchin receives a taxpayer-paid salary as a U.S. Senator of $184,500. So he didn't get his $8 million there.
Nice yacht, Joe.
So where does all the money come from? Manchin receives $491,000 annually from his son's coal brokerage company, EnerSystems. His wife, Gail Manchin, receives $613,000 from EnerSystems. That's $1.1 million to Manchin and his wife from his family's energy company. Manchin makes 5 times more from his family's energy company than he does as a U.S. Senator. Joe Manchin has blocked President Biden's infrastructure plan from moving forward because he wants to kill legislation to replace coal-fired plants with clean energy. Manchin is selling out his own country to protect big coal and big oil who own him.
Joe Manchin, I talk to his office every week. He is the kingmaker, and he's not...
This is an ExxonMobil lobbyist that got caught on fucking candid camera, straight up being like, yeah, we own Joe Manchin. Like, it's fucking wonderful. Like, this is what I do as a lobbyist, is I tell Joe Manchin what to do, and he does that.
About sort of staking his claim early. The chairman of the...
There's nothing. That's why he keeps getting reelected. Bernie Sanders got more votes in the fucking primaries than Joe Manchin did in the Senate seat. For the record.
But there's just nobody else that runs.
Like, just understand that. Like, the people of West Virginia have no other fucking options, and there's rarely ever a situation where there's like, this is a great person that's like better than Joe Manchin, you should vote for it. People don't vote in the primaries, but people certainly don't vote in the primaries of fucking senatorial election, a Senate seat. So that's just the reality. There's like very little people who fucking vote because everyone's too goddamn poor to give a fuck.
Committee that regulates coal shouldn't be a part owner of a coal company.
This is Heather Manchin, Joe Manchin's daughter. After lying about having an MBA, she was named CEO of Mylan Industries. She artificially jacked up the price of EpiPens by 461% and was awarded with a 671% salary increase.
Because she got a 671% salary increase because she jacked up the fucking EpiPen prices. That's Joe Manchin's daughter, bro.
EpiPens should be free.
West Virginia is poor, poorly educated, and broken, but Joe Manchin and his entire family have become multimillionaires.
West Virginia, abused and suckered for 40 years by Joe Manchin.
So there's no alternative. People in West Virginia, you think they're fucking dumb? You think they're gullible? You think they're suckers and they love Joe Manchin? No. They know Joe Manchin sucks. There's just no other alternative. And when there are other alternatives, the Democratic Party plays in the most effective way the role of a fucking bottleneck that absolutely shuts every kind of opposition down immediately. The Democratic Party is very bad when it comes to fighting against Republicans, right? You know this. We talk about this all the time. Because they spend all their fucking energy stopping leftist momentum from ever occurring. Okay? That's exactly what happens. They are so fucking good. No, this is one.
So, yeah, I mean, the healthcare system is so fucked. Can I tell you a personal story? Recently, you know my vocal polyps? I got a referral from my primary care physician to a physician for my vocal polyps because I had to have surgery. Or I have to have surgery. I went through multiple appointments, multiple scopes, and then right before the surgery, they called me and they said, oh, actually, your insurance does not cover anything. And they hit me with a $4,000 bill. And I said, well, you know, I guess I could pay it, but it's kind of fucked up that you didn't tell me I was covered. And they're like, that's just the way it is. And so I'm not paying that. I'm in a ruthless, like, drawn out dispute.
And you have enough money that you can actually...
Yeah, I can, but it's a principle thing.
No. I'm saying you can actually also fight back.
Yes.
Well, you have time, you have free time, you have money to be able to fight back. The average American doesn't. They're cooked.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's fucked. That's part of the conversations I've had with them. I said, imagine if I couldn't pay this shit. You know? So I'm fighting. I'm drawing it out.
No, do it.
A bit of a Karen when it comes to this situation.
No.
It's kind of warranted.
It, dude. Do it.
You know? I think it's kind of warranted, but I do drag healthcare. It's not the first dispute that I've gotten in with.
Are you doing that?
Yeah,
oh, you are. Oh,
it's not the first dispute that I've gotten in with healthcare companies. I will, and banks too.
Bro. This is the cuck. Okay, you want to know why we have this like horribly fucked up system?
Yeah.
Because there's also pathetic fucking losers who do this, who like don't even hear your own story, where you're like, your expectation is that you are covered with in-network, and yet he's like, why don't you find a doctor that It's like, dude, no, the villains are not the insurance fucking grifters there. It's Austin.
Here's the problem, folks. Despite having, I'm well compensated for my work, right? I'm well compensated for my work, and I want health insurance. I am only able, I can't even buy
as
the
a
best
fucking,
health insurance.
I'm
restricted.
This is what people don't understand.
I have the money to buy it, and I still can't get the best.
I talked about this before. If you are self-employed, you can't get corporate insurance. And the best kind of like all-encompassing, all-network insurance is only afforded to corporations. You literally have to create a corporation and hire multiple people and pay for multiple people's insurance so that they will allow you to buy the best kind of all-encompassing insurance. As an individual, you literally cannot buy the best kind of insurance.
The only insurance, you get subpar insurance on the exchange, even if you can afford to pay for the rest. And on top of that, to the person that says, why didn't you find a doctor in your network? There's no doctor that'll cover my vocal polyps in the entire state of Oregon, according to my insurance. I have no doctor that'll operate on me within the entire state of Oregon. And also, it's my fucking vocal cords. Wouldn't you think that I'd want a doctor that knew what the fuck they were doing to operate on me? You know, I'm not just gonna go with any old, you know.
Define all-encompassing insurance. Okay.
Surgery.
There are PPOs and HMOs. Okay. What that means is, here, I'll just show you like the difference between an HMO and a PPO. I don't want to fuck this up. But an HMO is a health maintenance organization, and the coverage is restricted for patients or to a particular group of physicians called a network. A PPO is short for Preferred Provider Organization and allows patients to choose any physician they visit either inside or outside of their network. As individuals, you are literally completely shut off from the marketplace where they sell you PPOs. As an individual, there's only one insurance like gold package in the entirety of the state of California that offers PPO coverage. I was able to get that when I had to fight for it with an insurance broker when they literally would not sell it to me. They were just like, we're not giving you PPOs. There's no PPOs. There's only HMOs for you, which is, you know, super severely limited. And like, they just would not do that. They would not sell it to me. I had to like fucking fight for it tooth and nail. There's only one insurance provider that gives you a PPO as a as an individual person.
Healthcare is fucked, even for people with money.
Yeah.
Even if you have money to afford it, it's fucked.
Hasan, I like you, but this is an incredibly dishonest argument. Even if we abolish private healthcare, medical insurance networks are part of the natural order. We've seen out-of-network providers even in lobsters in the wild. Yep. For me, that was the scariest part of leaving the Young Turks. Because the only thing you have is Cobra. And even that is like ironically preferable to pay for the entirety of your healthcare that your job offered you out of pocket for as long as the government will allow you to do that. And that's it. Like, and I did that for years, and then I had to go and buy my own as a self-employed Andy.
You know, the funniest one of the leading reasons for anti-vaxxers not to get the vaccine is they have a fundamental problem with these vaccine manufacturers profiting off of the vaccine, and then that's what their excuse is to not take the vaccine, which doesn't make any sense because isn't medical industry a multi-billion-dollar industry that profits consistently and constantly?
Yeah, every part of the healthcare industry, for-profit healthcare, is fucked. And it's fucked not just from like a socialist perspective, it's fucked from a neoclassical economist perspective too. There is such a concept, if you take an Econ 101, if you took like micro and macroeconomic principles in college, you know it's fucked. They teach this to you. It's called inelastic demand, okay? If you don't have fucking healthcare, you're gonna die. It's literally Econ 101. Like, Econ 101 classes explain this to you. It's a concept called inelastic demand. No matter what the supply is, the demand is always going to be there, okay? There's nobody being like, I'm just gonna get insulin because I feel like it. Like, you fucking need it or you die. So when there is inelastic demand, you can manipulate the prices to wherever the fuck you want. And without government interference and government regulation and for-profit healthcare, that's how you get 400% price jackups on EpiPen. And then motherfuckers say I shouldn't throw the CEO that did that under the fucking jail. University in many states aren't required to offer insurance either. I got cancer last year while attending grad school. I can't tell you how many nights I cried believing I was going to die because I couldn't afford treatment. I had to rely on the hospital's charity program that took 3 months to qualify for. I've since graduated and considering leaving the country after that experience. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm happy that you're, happy that you're doing better, chatter. Huh. And this is how we live. And by the way, a reason for why employer-based healthcare is an unchangeable foundational principle in American capitalism is because when your job is tied to your fucking survival, you can't leave it. When you're fortunate enough to get a fucking job that offers healthcare, you can't just be like, fuck my boss. You're more malleable, you're more susceptible, you're more persuadable. You can be coerced into doing anything because you will fucking die or at least undergo medical bankruptcy if God forbid something horrible happens to you. That is built into the fucking system. But when I talk about this, I'm a fucking communist psycho, right? I'm radical, I'm a radical communist. What's radical is having a system that literally forcibly subjects you to this kind of cruelty. That's what's fucking radical. UHC was so fucking proud of how PPACA got passed. A board member left UHC in the late 80s and went to work for the Heritage Foundation. My little brother died at the age of 27 earlier this year because he couldn't afford the medication to treat his congenital heart condition. Jesus Christ. Senate Democrats, speaking of which, Senate Democrats have decided to drop paid family and medical leave. Yo, fuck this bill. Blow this bill up, dude. This bill sucks. A key cornerstone of Joe Biden's presidential campaign from their mammoth social spending package Wednesday after attempts to drastically pare it down were deemed insufficient, 3 sources tell me. They're now dropping paid family and medical leave entirely. Remember, paid family leave was whittled down to fucking from 12 months to 4 months. 4 weeks, sorry, months, lol. 12 weeks to 4 weeks, and now they're dropping it all together. This is a fucking garbage bill, dude. Kill it. Fuck the Democrats. In the previous round of negotiations, the White House warned House Dems that paid leave would have to be cut, a source said. Lawmakers, advocates had fought successfully to keep it in the package by making dramatic changes to the universal 12-week benefit Biden initially proposed. But on Wednesday, the benefit fell victim to a broader effort to bring down the cost of the bill, which Democratic lawmakers plan to clear using reconciliation, a Senate procedure that allows the passage of spending-related legislation with a simple majority. Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, a longtime advocate for paid leave, negotiated with Senator Manchin throughout the week to keep paid leave in the bill, sharing the stories of workers and drafting alternatives, but her efforts were unsuccessful. The Daily was saying the bill could be bad, more for Dems in the long run if they pass this shit. Yeah, no, right now, Democrats are doing exactly what they did with Obamacare. Why was Obamacare so fucking negatively received? Because it took a long ass time to fucking put together. Republicans were able to utilize that time to just shit all over whatever the fuck was in the bill, lie about what was in the bill, and then Obamacare became like an explosive and toxic thing. even though the key provisions within Obamacare, the actually socialization components within the Obamacare bill, originally like lifting the fucking age to 26 for which you can actually like stay under your parents' health care, or or no longer allowing insurance companies to stop, no longer allowing insurance companies to fucking to avoid giving you coverage if you have a pre-existing condition. Like, all of that stuff was incredibly fucking popular, but no one talked about that because it took a long ass fucking time. And also, it ultimately, because they abolished the fucking public option vote, the vote for the public option, shouts out to fucking Joe Lieberman for that one. Joe Lieberman was the Joe Manchin of that time. Because they did that too. Ultimately, what you ended up with was just a fucking watered down wealth transfer to insurance companies with some additional taxes in the form of an individual mandate. Bill Kristol. Never in the history of the world have more human dingleberries had larger platforms to spew deranged nonsense about politics than they do right now at this moment. There seems to be a Moore's law for the dispersion of idiotic content. I already read this article from the Bulwark. It doesn't really shit on me too much. It actually unironically shits on the right wing, talking about cancel culture. This is an argument that I'm not really a big fan of Tim Miller or any conservative commentators for that matter. But this actual fucking conservative commentator here is in agreement with me that cancel culture is fucking bullshit. Yeah, I read this article this morning. He just clickbaited me like Philip DeFranco does.
Great shirt. Can I have that shirt?
No, it wouldn't fit you as a triple X anyway.
Triple X? Jesus Christ. Is that your size?
This is literally just pre-K bill with some tax credit here and there, even if yeah. This bill is simply not worth the paper it was printed on. Not community college, no good paid leave, 2/3 of the money gone, no Medicare negotiation. Absolutely, it's fucking bullshit. Medicare, remember? Medicare eligibility was going to be lowered.
Yeah, so what are they doing? What has he done so far? What has Biden
fucking
done?
Nothing. This bill is gone. It's just like fucking...
No, but in general, like...
It's completely nuked by a couple pieces of shit.
But across the board, what have they done? Done shit? Like nothing. It's been a year, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there was like a little bit of economic recovery early on, but like no one really saw they've already forgotten about it, especially considering that like Donald Trump technically gave more money to the American working class than Joe Biden did.
God damn, what the
It's been 9 months, how dare you? Yeah, anyone who ever says like, oh, it's only been 9 months, they're fucking idiots. Like, they literally don't know how politics works. Yeah, this is the opportunity. This is the moment. That's it. There's no, like, how else do you foresee Joe Biden changing anything? Midterms are going to come along before you realize it. And the fact that he didn't do shit at the early stages of his fucking, in the early stages of his presidency, when he actually at least has a narrow, but still a 1-vote majority in the Senate and a majority in the fucking, in the House of Representatives. If you can't do anything with that majority, people are going to fucking vote you out. People are going to vote out your administration. So what's going to end up happening is you're fucked.
Do you think Trump's going to win again?
I don't know.
That's so scary. We're going to make America greater again.
Already advocates are fuming over what they see as unwillingness by the White House to fight hard enough for a policy won of the election on, particularly in the face of the public health crises and an economic crisis that's disproportionately impacted women and low-wage workers. Groups launched an 11th hour push to keep paid leave in the package, sending mass emails and flooding social media. The hashtag #SavePaidLeave appeared in posts by Paid Leave for All. The U.S. is the only wealthy nation without paid leave. Just 23% of private sector laborers have access to paid family leave, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. 77% have access to paid sick leave. In both instances, they are disproportionately higher paid workers. GOP voters with low election trust are more pumped for the midterms than other Republicans. That's weird. Why do Democrats even bother trying to negotiate for policies or whatever? Why don't they just write what they think should happen and try to push it through? Isn't that what Republicans do? No, because then you fail or there's a filibuster. But even then, it's better than what they're doing right now. Literally QAnon. QAnon is telling freaks to run hardcore. I wasn't allowed sick leave when I sliced my arm open at the work on metal because I hadn't passed my 90-day requirement to receive 3 days of sick leave per year. Nice. I wonder how many decades before the Democrats ever win again after excessive gerrymandering. But like, why do we even want Democrats to win at this point? Like, I don't know. Not to sound like a fucking Jimmy Dore, Andy, but like, and you know, ultimately, like, when push comes to shove, yes, Democrats are still, albeit marginally, just like a fraction, a little bit better than the fucking Republicans are, even if they don't literally fucking push back and like reverse the horrible shit that Republicans put forward. Okay, but like, what's the point? Like, what is the fucking point? What is the point? If you have a majority, it's a narrow majority. Well, what about when we had 60 senators? Oh, well, then it's like we have conservatives, that we have more louder conservatives that we have to appeal to. This kind of shit stops people from engaging in politics. Because when you engage in politics, you just fucking lose faith that like anything good is ever going to happen in government, no matter how much you want it. And no matter how just it is. Okay? And at the heart of the matter is the democratic cowardice that is built into the system, because their goal isn't to actually do things. Okay? Their goal is to act like they're doing things so that, you know, you'll reelect them and think they're better than the fucking Republicans. Unironically, giving the Republicans the keys for a decade would be better for waking up the population than, oh, well, no, because people will die, okay? That's the other problem. Which is why this past election cycle, you saw me more defeated than I ever was before once the primaries were over. That's why I was like, I don't really give a shit what happens one way or the other. Like, vote Joe Biden, but like, also, it literally doesn't fucking matter. And people say, you know, the reason why I say that is because, like, it doesn't fucking, my voice doesn't matter.
You know, God damn it. Why were you right? You told me this. You did.
I did tell you.
You told me. And I was sipping the blue Kool-Aid and I was thinking it's going to be different this time around. And, you know, at the end of the day, we just need Obama. I think that was...
Bitch, Obama is like responsible for the situation that we're in many ways.
But he was so charismatic.
Bro, he had 60 fucking Democratic senators, dude. Are you kidding me?
A 65% approval rating in his first... Never mind. Whatever. We'll just not get into it. Wow, he had even more. That's kind of shitty. That's kind of pathetic. But God, he's so charismatic.
Man, Joe Biden sure turned out to be the FDR, dude.
Yeah.
We can't because the parliamentarian Manchin cinema bipartisanship. Democrats holding majorities in the House, Senate, and executive branch.
Wait, did people compare him to like he was the FDR?
There were so many fucking articles written about how
I kind of feel
Joe Biden...
for Joe, though. I mean, rickety old Joe had to come in and save the country. You know what I mean? And he's just a placeholder. We need to cut rickety old Joe some slack. You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah.
He was big balls Bidening for a minute. Remember he did some good shit? What was it? What was he doing? And then it didn't go through? What was that thing that I called him big balls Biden for it? Was it it was the mandate.
The vaccine mandate. Yeah, that was one of the good things that he did. That
Big
also ironically makes him unpopular here. Cinema and other moderates have resisted Medicare negotiating drug prices. Manchin has said that expanding Medicare to include dental, vision, and health would not be fiscally responsible. But Sanders tells us here that the final bill must include both.
The pharmaceutical industry made $50 billion in profit and right now has 1,500 paid lobbyists. here in Washington to make sure we don't lower the cost of.
I'm gonna be honest with you. He looks good. He should run again. I'm serious. I'm not even joking.
He's gonna lose again. It doesn't
No,
matter.
no, no. But he looks good.
No, I wouldn't subject Bernie Sanders to that.
He looks just as good as he did in 2016.
It doesn't matter.
Like even Trump has aged. Like he has not aged a day.
It doesn't matter.
He's just always looked old. Look up Bernie Sanders 1975.
It doesn't matter.
He looks the same as he did in 1975. He hasn't aged a day. Look at Bernie Sanders 1975. Look at it. Just look random year.
I know. He always has looked good. It doesn't matter. He
just got old and he stayed there. That's where he's at.
The Biden-Bernie meeting is kind of the culmination of the 2020 primary campaign in a weird way. Reconciliation bill getting dragged away from the left. Bernie keeps making the point that his policy preferences are popular, but Biden now has to contend with the reality of a 50-50. Senator West Manchin?
Senator with Manchin.
Yeah.
Not West Manchin.
Dude, like this guy, I want to put this guy on a rocket ship, okay? Guys that write shit like this, recovering consultant, amateur adult, writer of stuff. I rated the Dispatch. Shut up, you fucking ugly bitch, you fucking stupid motherfucker. What Bernie consistently leaves out is how support for his policies drop off a cliff if people are asked if they would pay even small amounts for them. And the price tag isn't zero. It's simply hidden inside rising costs and slower wage growth due to higher corporate taxes. Like, I want to fucking, like, dude, I like, the more I cover this, the reason why I don't want to fucking cover this so much is because, like, I'm gonna fucking video game someone. I'm, like, gonna get fucking video gamed myself, okay? I'm gonna get banned off the platform because when I see these fucking relentless wonk cucks that fucking say this shit, like, relentlessly and mercilessly, like, they think they're making a profound point, like, oh, people don't want to fucking pay for the blah, 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 blah. Like, shut the fuck up! It's so fucking stupid. It's not even fucking true, okay? It doesn't matter. And also, there are ways to pay for it, and he hides the fucking real truth behind it by going, oh, well, actually, like, even if people aren't directly paying for it, they pay for it by rising inflation costs because of corporate tax rates. It's like, dude, like, these guys literally go to fucking Yale to get a lobotomy, okay? To just, like, and then fill that hole with, like, the most fucking psychotic Austrian economist perspective. And then just blare that out at, like, think tanks every goddamn fucking day, and people are like, and that's the reason why people think I'm a fucking radical communist, okay? That's the reason. I know I have the fucking flag in the background, but, like, you know what I mean. I mean, I don't give a shit.
People think I'm a radical communist.
I mean, it's for the fucking memes, but, like, regardless.
Oh, man.
And no, this is not like a sick power trip that Manchin and Cinema are on right now. Here's the truth of the matter. People largely do not care what they pay for or how much, so as long as they think they're getting something good out of it, yeah. Like the $5 a month subscription that you pay for in order to avoid the fucking top of the hour ad breaks.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, exactly. Because at the top of the hour,
every hour, don't.
Yeah.
Don't blink or you might get an ad break.
Because at the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break,
That's
okay?
Right.
And if
that
you
can
no
be
longer
avoided by using your Twitch Primes. That's right.
Yeah, you can also, if you don't have $5, you subscribe for free with a Twitch Prime.
What are you waiting for, commie?
Yeah.
Use your credit card.
No.
Spread the wealth.
Okay. Anyway, they have a secret untaxable bank account in the little space where the brain matter used to be. I heard watching your ads is the best way to stop centrism. Yeah, totally. I know, we already talked about the medical leave and family leave being fucking yeeted from this. I hate this. I hate it so much. Fuck it. Here's the ad break now. Austin seems to be getting on your nerves a bit. No, not at all.
No, I'm not. Hasan's just getting on his own nerves. I'm just here. I'm not pushing any buttons. I'm just present. Hey, JHB.
We in Minecraft Elon Musk by making Daddy Jeff Bezos even richer.
I love you, JHB. Look at JHB in the chat. Isn't he so cute?
Yeah, he's the best.
Okay,
JHB. Let's keep going.
Prescription drugs. So to my mind, any serious reconciliation bill must include real Medicare negotiations with the pharmaceutical industry to lower the cost of prescription drugs. That's probably the issue most on people's minds. Maybe the issue second most on people's minds is the understanding that it is really insane that in the wealthiest country in the history of the world, we have tens of millions of Americans, older Americans, who have no teeth in their mouth, who are unable to digest the food that they're eating, people who cannot hear and communicate with their grandkids because they have no hearing aids, people are unable to see well. This is America, richest country in the history of the world. Bottom line is that any reconciliation bill must include serious negotiations on the part of Medicare with the pharmaceutical industry, lower the cost of prescription drugs. That's what the American people want. Any serious reconciliation bill must include expanding Medicare to cover dental, hearing aids, and eyeglasses.
Is that a red line for you? Is that a red line for you, sir? Sir, is that a red line for you?
CNN Chief Congressional Correspondent Manu Rajj just speaking to Barry Sanders there. Barry, Manu, Bernie Sanders. The issue seems to be, right here we see Senator Sanders there setting down a red line for him. It is reducing the cost of drugs. I mean, by my count, there are half a dozen red lines out there. I mean, where is the meeting of the minds? And can it happen in the time frame they've been talking about?
This is a very important comment that he made right there. He says that the bill must include serious expansion of Medicare to include dental, vision, and health, as well as dealing with having Medicare allowing to negotiate those drug prices. Those have been two major sticking points, and it have been signs that they were going to drop the Medicare expansion altogether. That's what Joe Biden said at the CNN town hall last week, that it would be a reach to include dental, vision, and health. Joe Manchin has been opposed to expanding that as well. Concerns, he said yesterday, that it would be fiscally irresponsible to go that route. So Bernie Sanders said a few weeks ago it was non-negotiable to him that must be included in it, the Medicare expansion. I tried to just get him to say it would be a red line. He didn't say that explicitly, but he said it must include serious ways to expand Medicare. So we'll see what exactly that means, but it's just another sign here, guys, that despite the optimism of Democratic leaders that they can get a deal within days.
Like, why are they not round the clock just being like, Manchin is single-handedly responsible for tanking this bill? They talk about it like he's a reasonable opposition, a force to compromise with. But when leftists are like, "Oh, this bill sucks," they're like, "Wow, how could you fucking destroy Joe Biden's agenda?" Like they've been destroying it for the past couple of months.
On the larger social safety net package, there are still
kill it, dude. Fucking
some
kill it.
major
Destroy
issues
shit.
that they
Burn
have to
it to the
resolve
fucking
between
ground.
the left
Burn the bill to
and
the
the
ground.
right to get everybody on board, not just on healthcare, but on things like climate change, as well as paid leave for workers. All key questions they have to resolve. Can they get there? Can they get there this week? Still looks very challenging, but they're pushing ahead. As Nancy Pelosi told her caucus earlier today, they're not going to get everything they want, but embrace the bill that they can get.
Just a crumb, dude. Maybe Joe Biden could have fucking gone out and said anything. Billionaire tax proposal out of the plan, Democrat Neil says. Elon Musk's money is not yours. We talked about Elon Musk already. Musky ass Elon. Oh, here. I didn't even finish this part. Hold on.
Throughout his career, and he has been able to treat those stock certificates much like a worker treats a paycheck. He takes it to a bank and, for a tiny fee, converts it into cash. That's it. That's the scheme. It's no more complicated than that. Musk has taken at least $57 billion worth of stock to the bank, exchanging it for cash he can then spend or invest.
Fuck it, dude. Let's watch State of Play. All right, we got some chatters who want to play every video game. Let's do it. Come on. There you go, chat. Are you happy? There you go, dude. I really want to spend my time watching the same. Like, I want to know that Grand Theft Auto has new shaders in GTA 5, a 2013 game. That's what I want to know. That's the really important thing that I want to cover right now. I think that's really good. Like, I think it's important to fucking watch the same game from 2013 with a couple of new shaders so I can soy face at it. I think that's what we should be doing right now.
I want to know if they're coming out with a GTA 6.
Okay, you got me. You got me to say, all you motherfuckers talking about the PlayStation event, leave. Shut the fuck up, okay? Anyway. I don't even know what to cover about this thing.
No. They love the news. I love the news. I'm a viewer.
I love
to watch the news. I do. It's my favorite part. I don't, you know what? I'm just going to say it. I love the news.
I don't even know what to cover about this. Like, I don't even know what to cover about the fucking billionaire tax thing any further.
On the taxes, people are talking about tax this and tax that, and we'll change this, and wealth tax. First of all, I said this. Everybody in this country that has been blessed and prospered should pay a patriotic tax. If you're to the point to where you're able to use all of the tax forms, if you can, to your advantage.
Bro, he literally tried his very best to not say benefits and cuts. He's literally, like, desperately trying to fucking not say tax benefits and tax cuts.
And you end up with a zero tax liability, but have had a very, very good life.
Do it on their own accord.
Loopholes. The word he's looking for is fucking loopholes, okay? The thing that we could have had that is gone now, the text of the billionaire tax is out. It's gone, though, so it doesn't even matter. Think of it as a big one-time wealth tax of 23.8% on billionaires' equities minus purchase price, payable in 5 years, plus an annual tax on their future gains. The one-time tax alone would have raised $275 billion from 10 billionaires. 10 Americans. 10 American billionaires could have paid $275 billion fucking dollars, dude.
What are they doing with the money? Like, what are you doing with it?
It's just nothing. It's just like
What are you
unrealized.
doing with the
It's
money?
unrealized gains sitting in just parked
It's
away.
just a
in the
number
stock
going
market.
up and down on a piece of paper. I just don't get it.
That's 1/3 of the military spending for the year.
You can still be rich. You can still be rich. You can still have yachts. You can still have mansions. You know? I don't get it. You can still have everything. You can still have jets. You can still have everything in the world. There's not anything that you can't buy. This tax will not preclude you from buying infinite amount of anything in the world that you want. But still, they don't want to do. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
If your goal was to make us informed, angry, and doomer-pilled, you've succeeded, but now what? Can nothing good ever happen again in this country for the working class? Voting isn't working, striking isn't working, protesting isn't. Hardly anything works in our interest anymore. No, you're just realizing that nothing worked in your interest ever, okay? That's the reality. There's never been a time throughout history where things have worked in your interest. They just slowly but surely, through a sequence of labor militancy and organizing, get a little bit better, okay? That's just how it fucking works.
Tax rates in the 1960s were pretty high, weren't they?
Well, that was post-World War II, so they still had that going.
I know my grandfather paid like some ridiculous, like 70-80%.
Things are, no matter what, things were really fucking bad. Things were really bad. At least there's like a little bit more organizing occurring right now. It's just these things take time, okay? These things take fucking time. That's just the reality. If you want hope, there's more labor action and labor organizing happening than ever before. And people are at the very least recognizing the conditions that they're subjected to more than ever. Okay, chatter is full of shit. Your job is agitprop. You are successful. Now it's on the chatters to go and participate. Anyway.
When's Trump's next rally?
I don't know. The fact you even talk about this stuff and have an audience is significant. I mean, yeah, but ultimately, people don't care about this either. Like, people only care about the news when shit's popping off. They don't care about the news on the off season. I have more people watching me than ever before, and that's great. But it's also fucking cause for doom and gloom because, like, people don't want to fucking subject themselves to sad shit all goddamn day. Infinitely more people would rather watch, like, something fun. Like a Miskiff Poki collaboration. And I can't fault them for it because shit sucks. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the reality of the situation. Anyway. Did you show Austin the Hog asking Charlie Kirk if they can start killing libs? No.
The fuck?
Anyway, here, let's watch. Fuck Joe Manchin. Yeah, let's watch the fucking PlayStation event, dude. Fuck it. There's literally nothing.
I got that 100 Thieves video if you want to see.
Yeah, let's watch PlayStation event first, and then we'll.
Okay, I gotta go potty.
We'll watch that afterwards.
We'll see you again soon. Would you like to take a short survey about your experience?
Battle beasts and demigods in a challenging action RPG coming soon to PlayStation. Let's take a look. Online opponents await in these multiplayer games coming to PS4 and PS5.
Like shitty Mario Kart. Nice, dude. Love that. Love that they've finally made a fucking shitty Mario Kart with like, this is the Eternals of Mario Kart. I don't know any of these fucking characters. I don't give a fuck. All of the graphics literally look like a fucking Nintendo Switch game, by the way, which is great. Love that. The powerhouse of PlayStation 5. This is what we're doing.
Not a fan.
Shatter all expectations.
魂のるつぼの中で私はあなたたちの戦いを眺めてきた。これもまた運命の導き。
Dolores.
What the fuck? It just looks like dog shit.
I'm not really into that kind of gaming. Myself.
What the fuck is happening? It feels like we're watching a fucking. Stop looking at the other screen, bro. I'm just doing.
Which one? Don't look at that.
Looks like you're in need of your medicine.
Hi everyone, I'm Niels, also known as Vetterberg.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily, also known as Norstad. Today we're excited to share First Class Trouble with you. First Class Trouble is an online social deduction game featuring a dangerous cocktail of difficult decisions and wacky possibilities.
Before you hop into a match, check out the range of customization options available to you. As you play, you'll unlock even more, so don't forget to come back to your wardrobe from time to time. Let's check out that recent match we played.
That was a good one. When the round begins, you'll be assigned a secret role of either a resident or a personoid.
So this is me. I played as a resident in this game, and my goal was to reach Kane at the heart of the ISS Elysia.
Bro, this is literally Among Us, dude. This is 3D Among Us.
Deception and traps, stopping.
Oh my god, they made 3D Among Us.
Great outfit that you have on there.
Thank you. The most important question is, who can you trust?
Yeah, exactly. And I thought you and I were working together.
I know, right?
Sometimes going with your gut doesn't work out.
Sorry, Dave. I don't have that problem.
You sabotaged the oxygen. Well done.
When a system is sabotaged or a trap is sprung, this is a good time to start casting doubt on the loyalty of the other residents.
Yeah, you had me so convinced. You did such a great job. I even helped you take him out. You really got me on this game. I never suspected you at any point.
I mean, I guess technically Mafia is Among Us.
Yeah, here it is.
Gotcha!
I realized too late.
Whether you're a personoid or a resident, your social deduction skills and strategy are the key to survival.
Good luck, everyone. And remember, be careful who you trust, because in First Class Trouble, cocktails last longer than friendships.
Work together to avoid disaster when First Class Trouble arrives to PS4 and PS5 next month.
I feel like the thing that they're missing with Among Us is that it's super easy to play, that like little babies can play it. That's the whole point.
Starting November 2nd.
Yeah. And everybody can play it.
Yeah.
I think that's what you just said.
Yeah.
Scanning craft. Pan-Galactic Federation battleship, the Astoria.
Weapons activity detected. Readying third
Starboard
strike.
thrusters to full power.
There's no time.
No way!
Abandon ship. All crew members, get to an escape.
I think...
I thought this was like Final Fantasy. Isn't this Final Fantasy?
Are you quite all right?
If it's help you're offering, then it's help I'm taking.
Yo, why is everything fucking weeb shit, dude? Look at the titties on that. That's like on purpose, dude. Holy shit, the fucking fan service is crazy.
The crew of the Aegis needs you. Good luck, Ray.
God damn, bro.
Only to devour this world.
I am certain your journey into the stars above will bring hope to the future of this world, Your Highness.
Spare me your self-righteousness. I shall be saved by mine own hands.
If humanity should persist as it has, never will it find total freedom from sorrow.
What hope do we hold should they descend upon us now?
If you dare turn your back to this, I swear I'll destroy the Federation ship by ship until there's not a damn thing left!
Her titties are awesome, bro. Stay mad. Aya's stay winning.
Before we wrap up, let's get an update on the
You'll always win if your titties are all it takes for you.
Yeah.
This is just me, or is it all kind of weeby? It is all weeb shit, yes. Not this. I'm just saying the other thing is all weeb shit.
Like any other day, Billy sets out on another job.
I actually like this kind of stuff. Oh, this is cool.
This does look good.
Looks like he's reading the letter he received. The job seems simple enough.
Is that guy acting?
What, that guy with the video? No, I think he's just autistic.
Billy arrives at
What a
Cornfield
marvelous
Station.
loco.
He needs to meet Professor Vincent, who should be nearby. Oh, there's an old lady up ahead. During travel, you can engage with various people.
I love
Sometimes
the art style
to
of
buy
this.
goods, or simply ask for directions.
Is this a traveling game?
No, I mean, probably not, man.
On certain occasions, the crew is available to travel together. During world map travel, you can encounter various events, some bigger than others.
I mean, I'm sure there's a point.
In this case, a flock of sheep blocking the road.
It literally is a traveling game.
Looks like they have arrived near their destination. Billy heads towards an eerie-looking mansion to fulfill his simple task, of course. He's greeted by who seems like the owner. The job is to pick up a mysterious artifact and deliver it to Professor Vincent. Looks like it's kept in the mansion's basement, leaving behind the unsettling signs on the wall. Billy enters the basement chamber. Well, it turns out that the job is not going to be so simple after all. Ever since leaving the mansion, strange-looking creatures constantly appear. Here he is surrounded by a mob, striking and sticking the blade into enemies to pull and throw them around. During his travels, Billy needs to resort to his survival instincts and make use of whatever he has to survive, often being exposed to the harsh side of Mother Nature. A desert environment is one such place. Finding safe places to camp and cooking up food is all part of the journey.
This looks cool, dude.
This time, a sub-zero climate, and worse, caught in a snow blizzard. Struggling to pull his companion out of the snow. What will be their fate? Lead Billy throughout his journey, and
Elden Ring,
imagine
save
what he
us.
has to face. Some expected, more often not. Oh my. Welcome to the world of Little Devil Inside.
I'm not gonna shit on this, considering it's like new, okay, and interesting. Who knows?
That's our show. We hope you enjoyed this peek into what's to come on PlayStation. See you next time.
That was my favorite one for sure. I think. That was my favorite one. The travel game. If they add planes to it, it'd be kind of cool.
That last one looked good. No Final Fantasy? Seriously, fuck? I mean, what? You want new shaders, dude? You want to, how many times are you gonna watch the same exact fucking
Okay,
video?
who are these guys? Can you tell me who these guys are?
These guys are like two fucking weirdos from Florida, and they are...
Are they twins?
Yeah, they're island boys.
To Infowars.com. Hey, stop what it is, man. Hey, I heard Infowars.com. Red pill, yeah, we red pill. You need to get your red pill. Shout out to Infowars.com. Red pill, like we red pill. And we gon' make it, yeah. We red pill, man, we snapping, man. Hey, I say, man, you just got it from the island boys. I say, shout out to Infowars.com. And I say, don't worry about what anybody gotta tell you. Red pill, that's just who we are. We've been snapping for way too long.
Where are they from?
Hey, big shout out to Info.
Why?
It's a cameo. They're like, they're...
I know, but where are they from, though?
They're from Florida.
Oh, they're from Florida.
Yeah, they went viral in this like original video where they were like sitting in a fucking hot tub where they had their like shoes on and shit, and they were basically fucking singing about how they're island boys or whatever. They're from Broward County, Florida. The Brits are coming after your accent. Graham. Another talk show. All right, let's watch what the fuck is going on here.
Morning, Mike.
Oh, hello. What are you glued to, Cameron?
Aye. Starting off the fucking morning with a little bit of fucking bruv conversations. Yes, that's right. All right. Top of the fucking morning to you, chat. All right, let's fucking go.
Just your screen, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. What do you do for a living,
Well,
Cameron?
I'm a carpenter.
A carpenter, right. So how
carpenter.
safe is that for the climate?
Well, I work with timber, which is a much more sustainable material.
It's not
rather
that
than
bad.
concrete. I also
But you work
retrofit
with
it.
trees that have been cut down then, don't you?
It's a sustainable building practice.
How is it sustainable if you're killing trees?
Because it's regenerative, you can grow trees.
Right. Well, you can grow all sorts of things, can't you?
Well, you can't grow concrete.
You can.
Yeah, you can.
See you, Cameron. Cheerio. That was Cameron. He grows trees and then cuts them down and then makes things from them. Brilliant. Marvellous. I don't think I ever want to talk to any of those people.
What the hell is this guy?
What? Oh my god. British media is awesome. They're even dumber than we are. They're dumber than our media. What the fuck? Is this fake? What's the background of this? Who the fuck is this Mike Graham guy? We gotta run it again.
Morning, Mike.
Oh, hello. What are you glued to, Cameron?
What do you do for a living, Cameron? You're a carpenter. What? What are you going to... What's next? You're going to say trees grow on fucking trees, bruv? Ha! What's next? Cheerio. You love it.
I love it. I think it's great.
Just your screen, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. What do you do for a living,
Well,
Cameron?
I know, bruv.
I'm a carpenter.
What do you do? Grow trees, yeah?
Carpenter, right.
So why is he mad at carpenters?
Hello?
I rate Hasan, but his English accent is insultingly bad. That's a fucking lie that you're telling yourself, bruv.
Look.
A climate protester? Oh, okay. These insulate Britain people have been blocking roads for weeks. Why are they blocking the roads, bruv? What is the fucking reason then? Are they doing it? Are they daft? Are they doing it because they want to fucking do pedophilia? Like, insulate Britain. Brexit was going to come with a set of proposals like, abolishing the arbitrary nature of age of consent laws. Why, oh why have we not done that? Are you daft? I will insulate Britain and absolutely destroy the age of consent laws. This is absolutely oppressive that the nanny state can tell you who you can have sexual experiences with. He's calling to insulate Britain.
State. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
She called it the nanny state. Oh, God.
Speaking of British accent, have you seen how Red Pill Russell Brand got? Yeah, I did. I don't really care. The Island Boys read theory.
Spectacle is not a collection of images, but a social relation among people mediated by images.
Dude, the Island Boys is just popping up on Cameo. How can anyone watch this and think you're being serious?
The Island Boys.
Okay, let's watch the fucking Austin Boys, okay?
Wait.
Fuck the Island Boys.
Go to 100 Thieves YouTube channel. It's the newest video. The thing is you might have to skip around a little bit because I don't know if it's... Because I don't know how much, like, the part that's relevant. Look, so I'm going to preface this by saying Hasan says I'm a bad driver. That's all I'm saying.
Go Karting Grand Prix Challenge featuring Nate Shaw, Tina Kitten, Noah J, and more. Damn, you didn't make the cut on the fucking...
Yeah, I didn't make that. I'm never good for YouTube views.
It's 10 minutes long. We can watch the whole
thing. No, we don't have to. I mean, I don't know if I'm in... we can watch for...
What's up, everybody? Nate here.
God damn, bro. How self-involved are you?
No, but there's like one... Okay, fine. We can watch
This is why they don't let you... This is why you're not in the fucking title. You don't
No,
even
I'm
care.
sorry. I didn't know. I just didn't know if you guys wanted to watch the whole thing because it's like...
Yeah, we'd love Tina
Kitten. A lot
Kitten.
of it isn't promoting the... Okay.
We love Tina Kitten. Maybe even more than you. So, how about that?
I'm and more. Hey, you know what? That's all right. That's all right.
Okay.
My baby Uni, and we are doing
There may be some
Grand
ads in
Prix
here, that's
apparel
what I'm
shoot.
saying.
We're gonna be doing a ton of games throughout the day, and y'all are about to see me beat Matt's ass in some trivia.
This is pretty smart, by the way. They like have really good designers. They make like, merch, and then they fucking revolve their content around a merch drop, and then they sell a fuckload of merchandise.
Yeah,
That's a great way to fucking just like become a t-shirt company that sells, generates a fuckload of revenue.
Yeah. You look good. You look hot. Again. You like the drip?
Yeah.
3 different races on this Go Kart track. 3 different ones.
Whoever comes in first and second place.
Where's Tina Kitten?
She's in the race. She just wasn't in this part of the clip.
What the fuck?
She
Where's
was
Tina Kitten?
getting dressed.
We want Tina.
She's getting dressed.
Final round, they will face off the other group.
What's wrong with my stance?
Okay. Okay, I'm okay.
Why did we invite Enable to this again?
He's so annoying. He's so annoying. They needed a redhead.
Gotcha.
All right, let's do it.
She said, make it look cool, Matt.
Tina's in the second race. She's not in this race. We're in the second race.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh my God, I'm sorry!
This was so much fun. These carts went 45 miles an hour. All these go-karts did.
Oh, damn!
It was a thrill.
I gotta get last!
So this was the first race. They split up. They split us up into two different teams, and then we had one final race at the end. I'm not in this race. I'm not in this race. I'm in the second race. I'm in the second race. It's hard. Okay, this is the first race. Okay.
I smoked Matt.
She did. She did. I actually can't believe how much fun that was.
Wait, did Ray get first?
Yeah. Ray is a demon. Bro, Ray flew ahead of me on the second lap. I couldn't believe it. I guess I'm not as good of a driver as I thought.
No.
Hey, you were parked into a wall.
Wait, what happened there? I got lapped twice. I was scared.
You know, I might have finished third and I didn't make the cut, but I did indeed have the average or the fastest average lap time. So make sure you put that in the video somewhere. And I passed Matt while simultaneously giving him the figure. So it was a win for me.
Okay, so we did trivia here. I'm not sure if we should. You want to skip trivia? It was just trivia with Matt and.
What kind of trivia?
I don't know what it is. I don't know what the trivia is, but I gotta pee. So watch trivia while I go pee, and then
the web.
World Wide Web.
Net.
Oh.
Ian don't even know what an anagram is.
I didn't. I had no idea.
Let me get Ian real quick, all right? I bet I can get you to say the number 5. All right? I'm gonna ask you some questions. I bet I can get you to say 5.
Okay.
Do you think I'll be able to get you?
No.
Okay. What's 2 plus 2?
4.
What's 4 plus 4?
8.
What's 8 plus 1?
9.
I got you.
No, you didn't.
You said 9.
I know. Hey.
It worked on TikTok. All right, back to the game. Cream of corn.
Cream of chicken.
Oatmeal. Cream of oatmeal.
He got the mic. Look, he got the mic, and he's holding it like this, so I can't even get my answer.
I refuse to microwave my oatmeal. Okay. I actually physically boil.
We can. Okay.
That's all right. That's okay. We're gonna win it anyway. Go Austin! Woo!
Go Tina.
Guys, what did we put the mic on for?
Okay, here's my race design. Hey, K driving, remember? K driving. I don't know if you really see
proud
much,
of yourself. You're so proud of yourself. Except like,
hey, first round, top
motherfucker,
2.
I don't care how well you drove in the Go Kart race. I don't know where you're at.
Top 2. Okay, top 2. Get through to the next round. Just keep that in mind.
All I'm gonna say is this. I've been in the car with you as you drive normal
Forget
vehicles.
about it. Drive. Watch the video.
Why do you want me to suspend my belief?
Just watch the video. That's all I'm saying.
It's just like, dude, deny the experiences you've had in the car as I am behind the wheel to watch this video. Motherfucker did CGI.
No.
First place, baby, right here.
Also, if you guys
Easy.
have your phone,
I mean, I'm starting first, so it's embarrassing if I get anything less.
3, 2, 1,
Okay, Tina was a menace. She was.
Look, she's winning.
There I am. Well, she was. Was that me? Yeah, that was me. I guess Jesus Christ!
Oh my God!
How'd I end up here?
Was it fun?
Come on, Chris. Come on,
There's Tina, right? It's hard to see me where I am.
No!
Okay, bro, let's just watch.
Oh my God!
I never won anything in my life. God damn.
I hit so many people. I killed people. What was it, second?
I think you might have gone third.
Wait.
I killed people.
I
for
qualified.
third.
Remember? There's
I
2
just
races.
have a little bit of whiplash.
I need to address a controversy at the racetrack. I was right behind Nico in a strong second place. and the guy put a slow down sign. So I thought it's time to slow down. I'm not even sure if I got second place. Nico, are you okay?
I'll send you my hospital bill.
See? This is what he flashed. He flashed slow down when I was in the heat of the race.
I see Austin give Nico whiplash to the extreme, and I made the executive decision.
Okay, this isn't like proving the point that you thought you were proving. They're talking about how you almost killed people.
Not getting near a single person. I don't care if I get last place because these people are out for blood. I'm happy with my last place. First place, baby, right here. It's easy. I mean, I'm starting first, so it's embarrassing if I get anything less.
I am pleased to announce the winners from race 1. We have Ray in first place.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Yo, hold on, can I interrupt? I pocket dialed 911 during the race.
He's not lying
I'm
either.
dead
No, he's
serious.
not lying.
I did. I pocket dialed 911. I should probably call him back and say I. I did. I pocket dialed 911.
We have Austin Show.
Wait, Olivia, what do we do if we think they slow down our car?
Okay, so
How's
now
pole
the next race
position?
is
All
the
of a sudden
final.
I see Ray flying by.
So, is the argument that you're making here that like you're a good driver as long as you can bump into people?
No, look, go-karting at 45 miles an hour takes an extreme amount of skill. And sometimes you run into people, but that's just the game, right? It takes, look, when you're navigating LA traffic, right? When you're navigating LA traffic or like busy metropolises, this skill set applies to that. And look, it may not look the most conventional, but it gets the job done and it gets it done in the safest way possible. Just take a look.
It seems like you're just better in an environment where like, you know, bad driving is rewarded by like driving into walls and driving into people.
It's all about speed and taking the corners safely and appropriately. If I was hitting corners too fast, I'd lose. But I was taking every corner cautiously and appropriately. Watch this. Just take a look. Final race. Check out the final race.
You were taking the corners cautiously, but not necessarily when you were, you know, taking the corner of someone else's
I did
go-kart.
get into a couple of collisions, but you know.
Okay.
I mean, like I hit a banana and spun out. It's crazy.
Now we're going to move on to our final race. Our final race of the day.
How would I place? I would probably lose because
let's wait. You're bigger.
Yeah, I feel like weight would be a serious, like weight would genuinely hurt me in this one.
Do I get a trophy if I win? Yeah, I might have to hurt somebody for this.
What speed are people hitting here? I went 45. Oh my God. No, you weren't going fast.
So this is where I got in the lead right here. That's where I took the lead. That's
honor-
where I took advantage of that accident.
Okay, I have to
roll
say
it back.
something
Roll
here.
it back. Slow motion.
Okay, before we slow-mo this,
Okay.
did you just literally say you were going 45 miles an hour on that corner?
Yes. They were, no, not on that corner. At moments, the thing could go 45 miles an hour. It didn't go like it. Didn't always go 45 miles an hour.
That's physically impossible.
No. They on the straightaways they get up to 45. That's what they told me. I promise you. That's what they told me. That's all I'm saying. I didn't have a radar gun.
Have you ever been inside of like a vehicle before a go-kart that has like a speedometer on it? That doesn't have like roofs or anything. Do you know how 45 miles an hour feels?
I'm just saying 40. That's what they told me. They go up to 45 miles an hour.
Okay.
I don't know what speed I hit.
45 isn't fast, lol. If you're not in a fucking car, 45 is you feel it.
They were electric too. They're good for the
You
environment.
100% would feel 45 miles an hour if you're not in a car.
So run this spot back. This is how I got in the lead. I capitalized on a multi-car pileup. Check it out. Slow motion. Right there. Boom. Right here, and then this is where I pop out of the lead right here.
Hold on.
So boom, and then there's a hit right there. I straighten out. Oh, where am I? There. Is that me? That's me.
How do you reverse?
Oh, that's over. Valkyrie's cooked after that.
I remember taking the lead after I T-boned Valkyrie.
I think I got in first place and I never lost it.
You did not win this. There's no shot.
I mean, I made a lot.
Oh! I'm so salty, bro.
Yeah!
What is he made out of? He's so.
I don't believe it. It's CGI.
Come on, keep playing it. Watch this. The best part of the video.
It's CGI.
The best part of the video.
So
That's me. Watch. Man, what a hell of a race, I tell you. They counted me out, especially Hasan Piker. This win is to prove that I'm a good driver. Ray, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I'm
Okay.
just, I spun out 3 times.
so mad. I usually don't get salty, but I'm so salty.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, I'd like to not thank Hasan Piker, who I'm sure was betting against me during this race. Look at this right here, Hasan.
Austin, I don't understand how you were that fast. Like, I had no chance.
I didn't use the brake.
I didn't either. And you were still just.
Were you in second place?
Yeah, I got second. I was
saw
behind you the
right
entire
behind me,
time.
yeah. Keep going. Keep on.
Wait, what?
You know, Hasan Piker has called me a bad driver. If there's like a meme, and he says that I'm a bad driver, and he said I'm the worst driver he's ever seen. And honestly, maybe he's right. Maybe I'm a bad driver, and that's why I won, because I
You're
won.
like mad, dude. Just revel in your glory without fucking bringing me up to these random people.
They don't care at all.
They're like, yeah, okay.
Wasn't following any rules. Thanks everybody for watching this video. Make sure you check out the Grand Prix collection. It'll be available soon. See you next time. I was at a Go Kart place and I had my phone in my pocket and it did the emergency dial. I just want to make sure that nobody comes because it was a bot dial. Okay, great. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. They said that they wouldn't have showed up anyway. I'm like, okay, well that makes me feel great.
Yeah, they're like,
yeah, they didn't care.
Yeah, police were defunded, brother.
Oh yeah. Well, anyway, I wanted to show you that.
I mean, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's CGI.
I made sure the reason
CGI. It's
the
CGI.
reason I said Hasan Piker the whole time over and over again is because I told the editors I want to make sure that there's no way they can cut any of it out. So every frame that I had an opportunity, I was shit talking you every frame. So they end up putting it in multiple frames because I wanted to make sure that they had no choice but to put it in the video. So that's why there's several clips of me saying fuck Hasan Piker.
Not enough Tina Kitten disliked. I can't believe you did that to Tina Kitten. That was so fucked up.
I didn't do nothing to Tina. Tina was a demon on the track. Tina Kitten. Can I tell you something about Tina? Tina, we were about to finish the first race, and it was Nico. I was lapping Nico, and there was a small gap between Nico and I, and Tina came in at full speed and just right at the finish line and just plowed through Nico and I. I mean, Tina was reckless. She was reckless on the track. She was, I tell you what, I was actually so impressed with Tina's driving abilities for never knowing how to drive. She doesn't have a license. She doesn't know how to drive. And she was absolutely just killing it on the track.
I don't know. I don't know what happened here. The only thing I do know is that even if this is not CGI, it doesn't prove that you're a great driver.
Hey, I'm just saying, Hasan Piker counted me out. You know? Hasan Piker counted me out.
Gay splaining. How the fuck does she live in LA and not drive? She lives in Vegas.
Yep. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show you.
I think this, if anything, this just shows how bad the rest of the fucking 100 Thieves people are at driving.
Oh, he's backpedaling now.
It's just like, I mean, I'm telling you, this rewards bad driving.
He's backpedaling.
This rewards bad driving in general.
No, I'm just...
Noel Miller, the biggest snub. What is this? Cawthorn to Fauci, this demon doctor was never be allowed to... We already saw that yesterday.
Listen, I'm gonna.
Are you out? You just literally came here just to watch this video and like spit in my face.
I had to do it.
That's why you came here, to drink my fucking smart waters and get the fuck out after you watch your video.
And that's
this is how, by the way,
I don't want to overstay my welcome.
He came here to fucking play an ad and then leave. This is how 100 Thieves it stays on top.
Hey, you know, new apparel drop coming out soon. But look, no. Look, I was gonna stay longer. Like I would have stayed longer, but like we did politics for like 2 hours before.
What does that mean?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying it seems as if I was just wanting to do that and then leave, but like we did politics for 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
Beforehand, so it's not like we didn't do anything else, you know.
By his own admission, the demon on the track did not even have a license. Looks like not knowing how to drive is a way to win. I mean,
no, not true. Not true at all.
Yeah, totally, dude. Totally. What are you doing later today?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Eat dinner? We can go eat dinner.
We could do that.
Or if you guys want, I literally invited everybody to dinner. If you guys want to go to
chat's not
dinner,
invited. We can figure it out. I mean, you're not driving, are you?
Hey, look. After that, I feel nothing but confident in my ability.
Look.
You know what I'm saying?
I want you to be a good driver. Okay, I want your driving to not make me homophobic.
Okay, I'm not gonna get a preferred ride because it's a bit too expensive. So I'm gonna wait here for about 9 minutes.
Okay.
I'll wait here with you.
Why doesn't Austin just move to LA since he's always here?
I'm going to.
I want him to. I want him to move in with me.
I'm moving to LA.
I want him to move in with me, but you know he's a coward.
I'm moving to LA in like a month.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'm actually moving.
Straight up?
I'm getting a place. Yeah.
Is it gonna be near me?
Yeah, it'll be near you. Yeah, of course.
Nice. Okay.
I'm gonna be because I'm here. I keep having to come down here like every week for stuff, and so I just thought, well, why don't I move here? So I'm gonna live here.
That's cool.
In the city of angels.
That's pretty cool, dude.
You want me to move in with Hasan? And this whole thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is like below his pay grade. He's like, ugh, God, I'm with 100 Thieves. We're selling merchandise like
I'm
fucking
gonna buy
crazy.
another mansion, okay?
Yeah, he's like, sorry, dude. Look at this. What? I'm not gonna show it on stream, but it's my camera catching Austin.
Dude, why is that like the most dad knock stance?
Yeah.
I wish you could show that. This is me standing at the door, just.
Here, hold on. Yeah. That's what he was doing.
This is me just standing at the door.
Sabrina Vid, Gus Johnson stuff people want you to talk about. Yeah, dude, let me do that while Austin's here, dude. Hey, Austin, you want to watch a 23-minute video about someone getting an abortion because they had an however, I forget how it's called.
Okay, is it
an ectopic pregnancy, dude? Let's watch that with Austin in here, dude. Come on.
Okay, can I talk to you about something? Can I talk about the clitoris real quick? Real quick. Before we go into that.
Okay.
I genuinely didn't know that the clitoris didn't move or it wasn't in a different location for every woman. I genuinely didn't know. I learned recently that, but this is my thing. Can I back myself up here? Genuinely, I thought the clitoris was in a different spot. I'm not even shitting you.
You want to cover the story with this guy? Is that what you guys wanted?
I thought the clitoris was in a different spot. Okay, for every woman. But this is my thing. The reason I thought that is men can't find it. So why can't they find it if it's in the same spot every time? Why does that not make logical sense, right? If they can't find it, why is it so hard to find if it's in the same fucking spot
Misogyny.
for every woman? I don't get it. So
misogyny,
that's why
patriarchy, men are not interested in.
I genuinely thought it was not in the same spot.
It's literally because of misogyny, and also it's a bit of a meme. I think most people know where the fuck the clitoris is. I think you're talking about the G spot, which is like
the G spot different.
The G spot is supposed to be inside of the vagina, and it's not even like 100. There is not like 100% science on the G spot. and like that, we don't know if every woman has a G spot.
Okay.
It's not like a real thing. Some people say it's real. Some people say it's not.
Okay, so
the clitoris, on the other hand, is you know, every woman.
I
has
thought the
it.
clitoris was the G spot. That's what I thought.
Yeah, no.
I thought the clitoris was the G spot. I thought it was like the prostate of the vagina. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
No. The G spot is the prostate of the vagina.
Yeah,
but like
they don't have. I don't know. Anyway, I just want
can confirm many men don't know where the clit is. Not a meme. I mean, if they don't know, it's literally because they just like don't give a shit about making women come for the most part. I think that's probably.
And I've
where it
had
stems
sex
from.
with 2 women. In my life, 2 women I've had sex with. It's been about 8 years, but man.
You're giving real bench bureau pussies aren't supposed to be wet vibes. With about what? Because I said that the science is not 100% on the G spot. That like, if anything, like research on like women's sexual.
My fucking thing is here.
Research on women's sexual organs is so fucking like antiquated that we literally don't even have like an accurate answer for whether or not every woman has a G spot. Like, yes, we do, lmao. I hate when I'm fucking 100% correct, but then there's like idiots in the chat who are like, no, you're actually wrong. And then they just engage in like gaslighting. The clitoris is something that every woman has. The G-spot, on the other hand...
God damn, fuck!
Are you okay?
Who makes these fucking shoes? How the fuck am I supposed to get them on? God damn it. Look at this. Look at this. I'm not going to loosen up the laces for this shit. Look at this. Watch this. Look at foot in shoe.
Austin, did you just discover high tops?
Look at this. Look at that.
Just don't wear high tops.
Look at this.
That's why you gotta loosen the laces, I think. Your Uber's gonna leave.
No. I told him I'll be there in a second. Hold on. Can you pull this? Seriously, can you pull
You want me to pull it? No, just loosen the fucking laces, weirdo. Loosen them further. Pull them off. Did you just... Oh my god, dude. Bro, he left a mark on the fucking chair, too. G-spot, does it exist? No, there's literally fucking a review of current literature on it.
All right, guys. Thank you.
All right. Have fun.
Yeah.
I'll hit you up later.
Yeah. See you guys later. Bye, everybody.
Okay. Hold on. Let me fix my audio here real quick. So, as I was saying, all published scientific data point to the fact that the G-spot does not exist, and the supposed G-spot should not be identified with the Grafenberg's name. Moreover, G-spot amplification is not medically indicated and is an unnecessary and inefficacious medical procedure. All I said about the G-spot was that the science goes back and forth on it. If anything, it's an indication of how little we give a fuck about women's bodies, especially their reproductive organs beyond the capacity to have a child. This study, or at least this, is like reviewing the medical research available up until 2012. I did not say that G-spot 100% without a doubt does not exist. I simply stated that there are studies that claim it exists and studies that claim it does not, and that the scientific research is not as 100% as people would think. Okay?
And once again, I was 100% correct. And the baiters and the hosliters in the chat were 100% incorrect. Okay? Even if it does exist, okay, 100%, the placement of the G-spot is different. And also, whether or not every woman has a G-spot, which from what I understand, or at least like what I have seen on this matter, is just a cluster where like the inside of the clitoris, basically, like the clitoral nerve endings coming together in a cluster inside of the vagina. Okay? It was just this, or at least according to some research, that it's just a it's basically the continuation of the clitoris. Even if said concept exists in women, it's not proven that all women have a G-spot. Okay? Here's newer research on the matter. Main outcome measure existence, location, and nature of the G-spot. In total, 31 eligible studies were identified, 6 surveys, 5 clinical, 1 neurophysiological, 9 imaging, 8 histological, anatomical, and 2 combined clinical and histological. Most women reported having a G-spot, and it was identified in most clinical studies, 55.4% of women. In 2 studies, it was not identified in any women. Imaging studies had contradictory results in terms of its existence and nature. So, some showed a descending of the anterior vaginal wall that led to the concept of clitorathrovaginal complex. In anatomic studies, one author could systematically identify the G-spot, while another did not find it. Studies on innervation of the vaginal walls did not systematically identify an area with richer innervation. Conclusion: the different studies did systematically agree on the existence of a G-spot. Among the studies in which it was considered to exist, there was no agreement on its location, size, or nature. Oh my God. I was fucking right. That's crazy. Your ego won't let you move on from this topic? Straight up, every single thing I said is 100% correct. In newer studies, in older studies. Among the studies in which it was considered to exist, there was no agreement on its location, size, or nature. The existence of this structure remains unproved. What's up? What's up, dude? What's up, pussy havers? What happened? Yo, this chat is sometimes unbearable. I don't know how you deal with it. It's just fucking, I just deal with it. I don't know. I just suck it up, I guess. I don't know. That's how I deal with it. By sucking the fuck up. Sucking it the fuck up. They mean that you caring to prove this right is reflective of your ego wanting to show everyone you are correct? Yeah, you're right. Like, for example, when I get into an argument with people that are literally fucking throwing out unsubstantiated information in the chat and simultaneously claiming that they're correct, especially when chat gets a certain type of way, when they're like, everyone thinks that this is a good way to agitate the streamer, it's better to leave people misinformed rather than find the fucking adequate latest medical information so you can prove your point. You're right. I should just stop. It's my ego speaking. Dumb bitch. I'll just spread false information in the chat going forward to spare the ego of certain chatters. More examples of this chat making it their job to be assholes to you? Yeah, I don't like it. You also would have shown it if you were wrong. Exactly. I don't know why I had to explain the G-spot to a bunch of dudes who have literally never had sex and never will have sex, but I did that regardless. Anyway. Okay, in a weird sequence of events, I'm going to move on from this to